Toles, Ellis, and Urías for the Dodgers. For the Nationals, it'll be Trey Turner leading off at second base. Batting second, center fielder Michael Taylor. Daniel Murphy hitting third at first base. Batting fourth is the right fielder Bryce Harper. Anthony Rendon batting fifth at third base. Catcher Wilson Ramos batting sixth. Batting seventh is left fielder Chris Heisey. Day off for Jason Worth. Shortstop Danny Espinosa hits eighth, and batting ninth. He's now 28 years old. His birthday yesterday. Steven Strasburg, 1-0 in 4 career starts against the Dodgers with a 1.71 ERA. Of course, 13-0 overall. Turner, Taylor, Murphy, Harper, Rendon, Ramos, Heisey, Espinosa, and Strasburg for the Nationals. Our umpires, the home plate umpire is crew chief Brian Gorman. At first base, it's Pat Hoberg. At second base, Mike DeMiro and Quinn Wolcott. Umpires at third. It's the rubber game, the Nationals and the Dodgers. And in with the play-by-play, here's Charlie Slows.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. And here we go with Nationals baseball on your radio. And Steven Strasburg ready to go to work as he rubs his spiked shoes on that rubber mat behind the mound of the back slope to get some dirt out of him. And now he toes the rubber, holding the ball in his glove at his waist, ready to take signs from Wilson Ramos. The veteran Chase Utley stands in, and time called immediately. As there was a member of the crew downstairs had to get across behind home plate, and so you didn't want that pitch to be delivered with someone walking behind home plate. Unfortunately, they shouted out. Chase Utley stepped out of the box. Utley hitting at 266. Strasburg delivers. First pitch, fastball called strike at 94 miles an hour on the National Air Traffic Controllers Association radar gun. NATCA, we guide you home. Underway here at Nationals Park with plenty of kids in the stands on this beautiful day. Now the pitch on the way. That one's in there, a called strike. And he gets it ahead of Chase Utley, 0-2. Utley not playing in the game last night with the left-hander Gio Gonzalez on the mound. 3 for 5 of the game on Tuesday night, including a home run of the third pitch of the game. Swings the 0-2 and fouls the fastball back at 96 miles an hour. 0-2 the count. Home run was just the second career leadoff home run for Utley, who's hitting it, we said, at 266 with 15 doubles, 2 triples, 6 homers, and 30 runs batted in. In Steven Strasburg, Utley is 4 out of 27, a 148 average. 3 men on the right side. The pitch, and just missed with a curveball. Ramos came up out of the crouch as if he thought he was going to throw the ball to the third baseman Rendon, who is the only man on the left side of the infield, out towards short. Instead, it was called a ball by home plate umpire Brian Gorman. So 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Utley deep in the box with that open stance, feet fairly close together. The pitch, swing, and he pops it up. Foul, third base side. Rendon, a long run. Heisey coming from left field, but this will land a couple of rows deep in the stands and out of play. The count holding at 1 ball and 2 strikes on Chase Utley. Our first pitch this afternoon thrown at 6 minutes past 12 o'clock, and our official game time temperature is 84 degrees. First pitch time and temperature presented by FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Schedule your 28-point cooling maintenance and reliability inspection now for only $36 at FHFur.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strasburg into the wide of the pitch. Swing and a fly ball right field toward the line. Bryce Harper moving over, has a play. And he makes a 2-handed grab on the grass. 1 away here at the top of the first inning. Utley flies to right field. For Steven Strasburg, start number 18, 13-0 record, 2.51 earned run average in the National League. No one has started this good since Rube Marquardt, a left-hander for the old New York Giants, started the season 18-0. How long ago was that? 1912, over 100 years ago. And so Steven Strasburg tries to continue his run. 13-0, 2.57 ERA, and a line drive right field. Harper moving to his right, makes the catch. The ball slicing off the bat of the red-hot Howie Kendrick. Hits a bullet to right. Lines out for the second out of the inning.
Everything he's hitting right now is hard. Fortunately, that one hung up.
Kendrick comes into the game a 12-game hitting streak. 21 of 47 during the streak. 447 average. 2 out, nobody on. Adrian Gonzalez will be the batter. Strasburg's ERA 7th best of the Geico League leaderboard. No complete games, 114 and 2/3 innings. He's given up just 80 hits. Struck out 138, fifth most in the league. And the pitch to Gonzalez is a fastball outside, ball one. He's walked 33. He's allowed 11 home runs. Batting average against just 194. Actually 195, just behind Max Scherzer at 194. And fourth best in the league. Lefties 175, 7 homers. Swinging a pop-up foul. This will make the Seats third base side out of play. It's 1-1. Right-handed hitters hitting just .213 with 4 home runs against 28-year-old Steven Strasburg, the first pick in the June 2009 draft out of San Diego State. And of course, early this year signed a new 7-year contract extension. Now the wide of the 1-1. Swinging a line drive left field toward the line. Heisey, a long run. Can he get there? He cannot. Lands fair. One up off the wall in the corner. He's going to throw to second. Gonzalez not fast on his way. And in with a pop-up slide and a 2-out double. Down the left field line, bouncing off the wall at the 336-foot marker. So Adrian Gonzalez had been 1 for 8 in the first 2 games of the series. Has his 18th double of the year and the first hit of this game. Goes with a pitch off the plate away, and he has always been able to do that beautifully.
That's why the Red Sox traded for him, figuring he could wear out the green monster. He's got that opposite field stroke and can turn on a ball and pull it, but as you said, that pitch looked like it was off the plate away, and he barreled it and kept it fair.
So now Justin Turner in the cleanup spot today. Dave Roberts flip-flopped the 2. Gonzalez to third, Turner to fourth. Had been the other way the first 2 games of the series. Curveball in the dirt at the feet of Ramos, off with a mask to find it. No advance for Gonzalez. Turner is hitting .263, 17 doubles, a triple, 15 home runs, and 50 runs batted in. As he faces Steven Strasburg, he is just 0 for 1. Only had 1 career at bat and struck out. He's missed the games that Steven has pitched. And this one is outside, a fastball missing. 2 balls and no strikes in the series. 3 for 9 for Turner. With a double, a couple of runs scored. He's hit in 4 of his last 5 games. He's 8 for his last 22. 364 clip. Strasburg delivers. Runs a fastball in on him, and he's jammed. He pops it foul. First base side out of play. 96 miles an hour on the NACA radar gun. And so the count is 2 balls and a strike. Month of July, 15 games for Turner, 305 average. 4 doubles, 4 homers, 11 RBIs. 2-1 is the count. 2 out, a runner at second. Strasburg sets, kicks, delivers, swing, and a cutter's foul back behind the plate, of the count's 2-2. 336 down the left field line here at Nationals Park. 377 to the gap in left center in front of the visitors' bullpen. 402 to straightaway center and the lower wall. It's 370 to the midpoint of the big 14-foot 8-inch wall at right center. And then 335 down the line of the foul pole, just to the right of the Nationals bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the set, the pitch, and this one is inside. Missed with a changeup. 3-2 the count. Fence in straightaway center is about 8 feet high. Same in front of the bullpens, a little bit higher to the right and left of the bullpens in left. Now the set. Here's the pitch. Swinging a long drive to left field. Heisey going back and stopping. It's going, and gone. Goodbye. Over the visitors' bullpen. Landing in the aisle and bouncing up toward the main concourse between sections 101 and 102. Justin Turner with his 16th home run of the year. And that ties a career high set last year. A 2-run shot here in the top of the first inning is the 12th home run allowed by Steven Strasburg in the 5th to a right-handed hitter. And it's the Dodgers 2 and the Nationals nothing here at the top of the first inning.
That was a cutter that didn't do a lot of cutting. And it stayed middle of the plate, about belt high.
And Turner does not miss it. RBIs 51 and 52. They'll bring up Jock Peterson to return for the disabled list for the opening game of the series here on Tuesday, and went 1 out of 5 with a first inning 2-run single against Ronaldo Lopez. Looks at a fastball. It missed outside. Ball 1 to the left-handed swinger. So Justin Turner's second career at bat against Steven Strasburg results in a home run. Now the next pitch, a changeup in at the knees, called strike to Peterson, evens the count 1-1. Peterson with his first career at bat here against Steven Strasburg. Nationals load up the right side, leaving only Rendon to the left side, and the fastball is outside, and the count is 2-1. Folks still coming in here at Nationals Park, and lots of kids in their camp shirts. Lots of different colors of groups in the stands. Swinging a ground ball foul off to the right side, picked up by the first baseman Daniel Murphy. Lots of different colored T-shirts representing their camps. Orange, yellow, light blue, pink or magenta, green. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. Down goes Peterson on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. He strikes out to end the inning. The first strike.
Chick-fil-A. This delicious treat combines a custom blend of cold brewed coffee with Chick-fil-A's famous vanilla ice cream and is a hand-spun, eye-opening delight. New frosted coffee at Chick-fil-A. Bet your coffee pot can't do this.
Nationals come to bat at the bottom of the first inning against 19-year-old Julio Urías, and the Nationals trailing 2-0. A Justin Turner 2-out 2-run homer in the top of the inning has the Dodgers in front. Urías wears single-digit uniform number 7, unusual for pitchers. He'll turn 20 on the 2nd of August. Dodgers signed at the age of 16, just after his 16th birthday in 2012 from Culiacan, Mexico. Justin Turner, the 2-run homer in the top of the first. Trey Turner, no relation, leading off for the Nats, bluffs a bunt. Takes the first pitch, a fastball, and it's inside high, ball 1. Fastball in the low 90s, slider mid 80s. He has a changeup around 80, and his curveball in the mid to upper 70s. Left-hander rocks, kicks, and fires. Fastball called strike to the outside, and it's 1-1. Turner in 7 games with the Nationals is hitting at .308. He's 8 for 26. A double, 2 triples, 3 runs batted in, and a couple of steals, including one of home here last night. Pitches outside with a change of speed, the changeup at 80 miles an hour, and it's 2-1. 8 starts, Urías, a 1-2 record of 4.95 ERA. No complete games. Now the pitch, fastball. That's a called strike to the inside at 92. It's 2-2. 36 in the third innings. He's given up 39 hits, struck out 44, and walked 17. Allowed 4 home runs, .275 average against. 2-2 pitch, and a slider swung on and fouled off back of the plate. Count holding 2 of 2. The lefties are hitting .182 with 2 homers, 6 for 33 for the lefties. For the righties, with 33 hits, a .303 average, and also 2 home runs by right-handed hitters. Stands more, first base side of the rubber, into the windup of the pitch, and a fastball line down the right field line. This will be foul and make the seats out of play. Trey Turner, in 83 games in AAA Syracuse, was selected to play in the AAA All-Star game, but he missed it in a good way. He was called up to the big leagues. He had 22 doubles, 8 triples, 6 homers, 33 RBIs. Looks at a changeup low in the dirt. Now the count is full, 3-2. And Turner stole 25 bases in 27 tries for the Syracuse Chiefs. Stands just about straight away. Knees just slightly bent, feet not very far apart. Urías winds, delivers, swinging a ground ball toward the middle. Fielded by the shortstop, Taylor, to his left. The throw to first, save! He beats the play on a somewhat routine ground ball, just a little toward the middle of the shortstop's left. And that's the speed of Trey Turner. If it's not right at you, you better hurry, because he might beat the play, and that's exactly what happened right there. Taylor took a couple of steps, and he kind of looped his throw, Dave. If he had really thought about stopping and firing, he might have had a chance, but that might be the second time in as many games that the Dodgers have maybe not thought about how fast Trey Turner really is.
Well, speaking of thinking, the Dodgers taking a long look at a possible challenge here as to whether they want to go to the replay. Dave Roberts, his bench coach Bob Guerin on the phone, and they're saying no challenge. So, Trey Burner.
Michael Taylor will be the batter, getting the start in center field out of the original posted lineup. Chris Heisey was going to play center field. Jason Worth was going to be in left, but here's a quick step and throw to first. He stepped off the rubber and flipped it over to Gonzalez, but Turner gets back. Again, against Urías in the big leagues, 2 steals, 3 men caught, and 4 men picked off. Turner 2 steals and 2 tries, 25 out of 27 at AAA. Has a big lead. Throw to first is not a good one, and Gonzalez had a lunge to his right and step over the diving Turner going back into the bag. Good play by Adrian Gonzalez, the 4-time Gold Glove winning first baseman of the Dodgers. Urías sets, delivers to the plate. Taylor tries to bunt, and he missed it. 0-1 the count. Michael at 226. He has 10 doubles, 7 homers, 14 runs batted in. He was optioned down at AAA Syracuse, played in 1 game, and then recalled when Ryan Zimmerman went to the disabled list. Came back up with Turner. Throw to first. The tag by Gonzalez. Turner is back, hitting the dirt back in. Chase Utley, the second baseman, shading the middle. Chris Taylor at shortstop. Charlie Culberson was there last night, called up for 1 game and optioned back to Oklahoma City today. Taylor played second last night after playing short in game 1 of the series, and back at short today. Pitch to Taylor. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. And the count is 0-2.
And that is how Urías pitched Taylor in Los Angeles. Faced him 3 times, struck him out 3 times, and it was the high heat.
That was the game in which Taylor really struggled. Justin Turner's backed up at third with 2 strikes. The pitch. High and away. He lays off 1-2. Howie Kendrick in left field, and he's really gotten comfortable out there. Playing second base for most of his career, almost all of it with the Angels before last year. Jock Peterson in center. And another rookie, Andrew Tolles in right, with a veteran A.J. Ellis catching. Here's a swing and a line drive base hit toward the left field line. Rounding second is Turner, but Kendrick on it quickly, fires into third, and Turner will hold at second base. So he got another fastball, and he ripped this one down the left field line of the Nationals. Trailing 2-0, have the tying runs on base with nobody out, and Daniel Murphy coming to the plate.
Yeah, that one was not elevated the way Urías wanted. It was belt high, and with Turner making the leap, Justin Turner, Trey Turner at first had to freeze on the line drive, and that cost him the chance to go first to third.
No doubt, I think he would have been there. So here's Murphy, the National League's leading hitter, 1 for 4 last night with a double. He has a 7-game hitting streak going, 12 out of 26. He's hit in 14 of 17, 16 of 20. 382 over the 20 games. He's hit in 73 of the 90 games he's played in this year, hitting .351. Tops of the National League. 121 hits, tops of the National League. 28 doubles, leads the league in that category. 4 triples, 18 homers. Second in runs batted in with 68. First pitch from Urías is low to the outside for ball 1. Who's hot? Daniel Murphy, blistering hot all season long, and of late again. Who's hot? Presented by DraftKings. Go to DraftKings.com now. Use promo code NATS to play free. That's NATS at DraftKings.com, the official one-day fantasy baseball partner of the Washington Nationals. Play free today. Urías sets, 1-0 pitch. Swing and a tapper foul behind the plate. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Murphy with 39 multi-hit games leads the league. Now 50 extra base hits, tied for second. 612 slugging percentage is second in the league. On base percentage is 9th at .388, and batting .349 with runners in scoring position, 7th best. All over the Geico League leaderboard for the 2-time All-Star. Playing first base today. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up foul. Third base side goes out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Those league leaders brought to you throughout our broadcast by Geico. At Geico, you have a choice of ways to save on car insurance. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. Go to geico.com or stop by the Geico office nearest you. Murphy went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout against Urías in Los Angeles. Now the set. Here's the pitch. Swing. He fouls a fastball back into the screen. And the count holding it 1 ball and 2 strikes with Bryce Harper on deck.
Well, that fastball got on Murphy quickly.
Yep.
I'm so used to not used to seeing him being late. But I don't know if he was anticipating off speed or if there was some deception there. But Murphy was fortunate to fight that one off.
Ran it in on him. He fouled it back. So used to seeing him turn on anything coming in on him. Turner off second. Taylor off first. Great speed on the bases. Center fielder Peterson plays unbelievably deep on everyone. Now the set. Here's the pitch. And Murphy lays off a fastball just outside. He set up away and he missed away. And Murphy did not offer. It's 2-2. The right fielder, Tolles, playing off the line. Ball that Murphy would pull down the right field line would probably score both runners. Kendrick toward the line and left. Peterson a little bit to left center and way out there. Runners lead first and second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Big slow curve popped up. Shallow center field. Shortstop Taylor going back. Infield fly rule invoked. And he makes the catch for the out. So Murphy pops up to the shortstop. 1 away. And Bryce Harper will come up. I was hoping that one carried a little further, dude, with where Peterson plays. I don't think he would have gotten to it. So 1 out, runners first and second. Bryce Harper, the batter. The Titanic 451-foot home run off Bud Norris of the first inning last night, landing where a good section of Camper sits tonight, halfway up section 236 in the third deck. In fair territory to the left of the foul pole as we look at it. He was 1 for 3 last night, hitting at 249, 11 doubles, a team leading 20 homers, 54 runs batted in, and a curveball in for a strike. Bryce checking up on the swing at 75 miles an hour. League leader in walks with 73, including 16 intentional walks. That's tops as well. Home run every 15 and a half at bats ranks him 9th. All the walks gives him a .391 on base percentage, 6th in the league. Turner and Taylor, the base runners. They're going. The pitch is outside. Throw to third. Too late. Turner head first dive trying to stay on the bag and almost came off as Justin Turner applied the tag. Taylor, the trail runner, did not break immediately, but did break when the catcher Ellis decided to throw to third. So Turner with a left hand hitting Harper up, trying to steal third with 1 out, and the Dodgers going to take a look on replay.
Turner kept the glove on. The third base umpire, Quinn Walcott, was right on top of the play. And Turner beat the play, but did Justin Turner force his hand to come off the bag? I didn't see anything that made it look like that, but again, not a great angle from what we saw from the third base side. Dave Roberts is thinking this one over. He did not challenge when Trey Turner was safe at first earlier in the inning on the infield hit.
Fans getting restless, waiting for the Dodgers to decide. And Dave Roberts has 1 foot out of the dugout onto the dirt warning track. And he wants the headphones to come on, and so they're gonna look at it on instant replay here.
You know, and I haven't seen an angle yet where Trey Turner's hand came off the bag. Maybe we'll see something different.
We've got an angle from first base as Turner kept the tag on him. Nope, his hand slid onto the top of the bag and across the bag, Dave. I mean, continuation of a play, how long can it be? And when his hand comes off, if it does, I don't see that it did.
I never saw an angle where it looked like his hand came off. It might have, but I can't be definitive. And
Justin Turner's not allowed to push him off the bag either. Well,
and he kind of had a part of his hand on Justin Turner's leg, but it looked like maybe his fingertip was still on the base. He clearly was safe on the initial headfirst dive. Unless there's a replay angle on Dodger television that we're not getting on the on the Masson feed, I don't see anything that tells me his hand came off the bag ever. Or I can't be sure of that.
No, one angle from left field. You're totally obscured by the body of Turner. His body flips over into foul ground. Somehow keeps the left hand on the bag with Turner's glove underneath his hand.
I mean, Quinn Walcott did a great job. He was right there. He was eyeballing to make sure that Trey Turner didn't come off the bag.
Yeah, he even moved.
Yeah.
He even moved to make sure he could see.
I thought the third base umpire was very well positioned, did a great job.
But a long look at this one in New York, certainly with no other games going on at the moment to have the time. We can remind you this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The account and descriptions of these games may not be disseminated. You may not without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. As home plate umpire Brian Gorman, the crew chief, and Quinn Walcott, the third base umpire. Headsets coming off. We're about to get a decision. He's safe. So the call on the field by Walcott stands. The count on Harper is 1-1. Turner with his third steal. Michael Taylor gets credit for his 11th stolen base on the double steal. A little risky with a left-hand hitter up. But I think Bryce Harper, the batter.
He felt with the overshift that he could get a big lead off second, and Justin Turner was able to get to the bag, but it's a gamble. It paid off. Now a single could tie the game.
Turner, the only man to the left side, overshift. 3 men to the right side with Utley out in shallow right with 1 out. Runners second and third. Urías out of the stretch. And steps off the rubber.
Harper is choking up on the bat, Charlie.
It's a little different.
That's very different.
Batting glove on each hand. I don't know if he's using a longer bat. I don't remember ever seeing him choke up. Just a little bit. Can see that knob and a space before his bottom hand. Pitch swung on. Fastball. Fouled back behind the plate. So the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a spot where you want to have a 2-strike approach. You put the ball in play on a ground ball to the right side. You're going to drive in a run. So I think that's Harper's objective. Hey, look, I got to put the ball in play some way, somehow.
Urías struck him out twice. Bryce also popped up, going 0 for 3 against him in the game in Los Angeles. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Urías sets. Here it comes. Fastball is high. Bryce takes. That's ball 2, 2-2, with Anthony Rendon hitting in the 5th spot on deck. When Jason Worth was in the original lineup batting second, Ramos was 5th. Rendon was 6th. Dusty Baker flipped the 2 after Worth was removed from the lineup to get a day off. 2-2 pitch now. Swung on, hit in the air to left center field. Kendrick moving over. He's there. He makes the catch. Tagging is Turner. The throw will go to third. He will score as Taylor holds it second. Bryce Harper gets the job done. A sacrifice fly to left center field. He drives it his 55th run of the year. It's the second out of the inning, but the Nationals on the board. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Nationals 1.
That was a great at-bat by Harper. We talk about him shortening up on the bat to shorten up on the swing, puts it in play. And that run was all about the speed of Trey Turner, who should have been out on a ground ball to short, could have been out on a steal of third, and scores the Nationals' first run.
And that first run is always presented by McDonald's. If the Nationals score 6 today or in any game, everyone gets a free 6-piece Chicken McNuggets with the purchase of any beverage. You'll need the app. You can download the McDonald's app at mcdonalds.com/app. Anthony Rendon hitting .257, 18 doubles, 2 triples. His 11th home run last night and his 36th run batted in with it. Takes a curveball in for a strike from Julio Urías. Rendon to the top 10, 56 runs scored, tied for 7th on the Geico League leaderboard. And against Urías in Los Angeles, he went 0 for 2 with a fly ball out and a ground out. Taylor, the runner at second in scoring position, the tying run with 2 outs. Rendon forward of the box. Stands slightly open, knees bent to pitch. Fastball high, 1 ball, 1 strike. The outfield, the Dodgers, with Kendrick off the line toward left center. Peterson very deep in toward right center straight away for the right fielder, Tolles. And he's the shallowest of the 3. Taylor, great speed, leading off second with 2 out. Urías kicks, delivers, swing and a miss, and a fastball up in the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Urías has had to throw a bunch of pitches, 26 here. so far in the bottom of the first inning.
I mean, he may not have a whole lot of rope to begin with. Was that one inning pitched in the last 17 days?
Really trying to stretch his season out, especially with the Dodgers not knowing now what the story is with Clayton Kershaw with his setback with that herniated disc. Now the set of the pitch. In there, strike three called. Slider came back in from the outside, catches Rendon looking, and the inning is over. First strikeout for Julio Urías. Nationals get a run. Turner, who beats out an infield grounder, and then Michael Taylor singled behind him. And then Turner led a double steal to put runners second and third. And Bryce Harper with a sacrifice fly, his seventh of those this year, drove in the run to get the Nationals on the board. They trail 2-1. So now Chris Taylor was the shortstop. Maybe a little surprised by the speed of Turner, beating that play in the bottom of the first inning. Taylor playing in his 15th game for the Dodgers. Takes low, ball one, a fastball from Steven Strasburg. Inning 281, 9 for 32, 2 doubles, 2 triples, homer and 6 RBIs. Making his third start at short. He started 3 games at second and 2 at third. Next pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt with a fastball that counts 2-0. 2 games with Seattle early in the year. He went 1 for 3. And time split at AAA between Tacoma and Oklahoma City. Hit 289 in 46 games with a couple of homers, 19 knocked in. The wind by Strasburg. The pitch, fastball, called strike of the knees, 2-1. Dodgers without Corey Seager, their rookie shortstop and an all-star at that. He's missed the entire series to this point with a stomach ailment. Now the wind of the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Right side, first baseman Murphy moving in right at the line. Makes the catch on the grass in fair territory. About 2/3 of the way from home to first. And that's one away here in the top of the second inning. Taylor retired. And it will bring up Andrew Tolles, getting his first start of the series. His 4th of the year. 3 have been in center field today. The first in right field. In 7 games of the big leagues, hitting .267, 4 for 15, a double, a triple, and no RBIs as of yet. Began the year in Class A ball at Rancho Cucamonga, 22 games there, and a swing and a base hit into right field. A line drive through the hole. Harper toward the corner to get to it, plays it back, and Tolles has his 5th hit of the big leagues this year. 3rd hit for the Dodgers comes with 1 out of the 2nd.
He is a speed guy.
Stole 9 out of 12 at Rancho Cucamonga, then 13 out of 16 in 43 games at Tulsa. At Oklahoma City, in 8 games, he stole 1 base. They threw him out 3 times. So we'll keep an eye on him as Murphy holds. A.J. Ellis, the batter, hitting .188 in 44 games. This is 37th start of the pitch. Low gets away from Ramos, and Tolles will go to second. On a fastball. We'll wait for the scoring on that one.
It's probably going to be a pass ball. I mean, that was not in the dirt. It is.
A pass ball for Ramos, his 6th of the year. I thought I could hit him in the shin guard.
Off the webbing in the mitt, then the shin guard.
And so, that situation, I don't know about a cross-up, but
no, he just missed it.
Yeah, he fanned on it. So Ellis with a runner in scoring position and a 1-0 count. Strasburg delivers. Swinging a fly ball right field. Playable for Harper. Angling to his left. He'll make the catch. Runner tagging. Tolles going to try it. Here comes the throw to third. It hits the runner. And Rendon has to catch it out of the air. Puts the tag on him on the pop-up slide. He's already on the bag. Harper's throw was perfect right at the bag. And it hit the runner going in. And so Tolles able to go to third there with 2 out. And the pitcher, Urías, coming up.
As fast as he is, it's kind of a high-risk play to try to get to third with already 2 outs in the inning. But if that ball hits the runner and deflects away, then there's a chance he could score on an overthrow. But Harper, he threw it right on target. Fortunately, when it hit the runner, it just stayed right where Rendon could field it.
Yeah, it kicked up in the air, and Anthony grabbed it out of the air with his bare hand. So now Urías, the pitcher's 1 for 9 of the big leagues with a run batted in. And the pitch on the way in there called strike a curve. Urías at AAA Oklahoma City, 1 for 8 this year. And that hit drove in a run as well. Strasburg delivers. Swing and a miss. And a cutter in on the hands at 90 miles an hour. And he's ahead 0-2. Dodgers 2, Nationals 1. 2 out, a runner at third for L.A. in the top of the second inning. Strasburg into the windup. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a curveball, and the inning's over. So no runs. 1 hit, a pass ball. The Dodgers leave a runner at third. Second, right-hander Luis Perdomo. The Buffalo Wilson Ramos leads it off. He's second in the league in batting at .330. Swings and a pop-up foul right side out of play. 94 hits with 17 doubles, 13 home runs, and 49 runs batted in for the Buffalo. He has an 8-game hitting streak, 10 out of his last 31. .323 during the streak. Urías into the wind. Here's the pitch, inside and high. And the count's 1 ball and 1 strike. Ramos went 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out against Urías in the game in Los Angeles. Wilson 2 out of 4 last night, drove in a run with a 6th inning double down the right field line. Swings and lines one to the left over the head of the shortstop, and a base hit played back by Howie Kendrick, the left fielder. Nationals have their 3rd hit, 3 singles, a leadoff hit. Here at the bottom of the second, it'll bring up Chris Heisey. Heisey getting the start in left field. Has been in 50 games, hitting .228, 3 doubles, a triple, 4 homers, and 7 runs batted in. For Heisey, it's his 6th start of the year in left field. He started 2 games in center and 4 in right. Pitch on the way. He looks it over. It's in there, a called strike. Heisey facing Urías for the first time. Second baseman Utley way towards the middle. Now the set of the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Caught it short by Taylor. He'll hold the ball as Ramos scampers back from a short lead. So Heisey out, 1 away. Danny Espinosa will be the batter. Shortstop batting 8th, hitting at .231. 9 doubles, 18 homers, and 50 runs batted in for Danny. 70 hits on the year all told. Trying to get his bat going again. 0 for 3 last night and hit by a pitch. He is 0 for his last 15 with 7 strikeouts. End of the game in Los Angeles against Urías, 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the set of the pitch. Swing, and he fouls one back behind the plate out of play on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball to Steven Strasburg. Moves to the on-deck circle. Two to 1 Dodgers, 1 out. Tying run at first for the Nats. Now the set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And a slider 0-2. Gonzalez holding against Ramos, who is not a threat to run. And now the set. And the pitch. Inside and low. They don't figure Espinosa to hit one late the other way, and so they hold the runner. I don't know, Dave. Ramos is not going to run. I'm not sure why teams do hold it as much as they do.
He has as many stolen bases in the major leagues as you and me put together.
Here's the set. Now the pitch. And a swing and a foul back behind the plate. The bat flies out of Danny's hands back behind the plate, and he'll pick it up on the grass.
I mean, we're fast and all, but haven't yet stolen a base in the big leagues. Nor have you. Someday Wilson will get one.
Maybe on the back end of a double steal, right?
We'd have to come up with some way.
He has a 9-game hitting streak. He's his first with 1 out, representing the tying run here in the home half of the second. Espinosa resetting the batting gloves as Urías waits for him to step back in from the right side. 7 of his 18 home runs as a right-handed hitter, and 30 of his, or 20 I should say, of his 70 hits. Now the set. Urías looking at the runner, delivers to the plate. Swing and a miss. Changeup off the plate away. Fooled him badly. And he swings at a pitch out of the strike zone. Second strikeout for Urías, and Steven Strasburg will come up. Steven inning 125 for the year. He's 5 out of 40. No extra base hits. 1 run batted in. Career 142 hitter with 1 home run and 14 knocked in. Dodgers with the infield. Normal death pitch in the dirt gets away. Chased down by Ellis. No advance for Ramos. The outfield is swung the other way towards right. Well, they call that pitch a strike.
Yeah, Ellis dropped it.
So 0-1 the count. Urías throws to first. Ramos back standing. That's pretty much a waste of time too, I think, Dave. Throwing to first for Buffalo. Now the set. The 0-1 high and away. I mean, 2 out, the pitcher's up.
Well, all you're counting on is that, hey, maybe he's just not paying attention. He's thinking, I'm not going to throw over. Because you're far more likely to throw the ball away than anything else to happen.
1 ball, 1 strike. Kicks, delivers. Steven takes, and a fastball is high. 2-1. Each team with 3 hits now. And the pitch. That one's in there, called strike. Count is even now, 2-2. Urías has the sign from Ellis. Come set now. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle, and it sneaks through a base hit into center field. To second base, Ramos. He'll stop there as Peterson charges in to get it and play it back. 6th hit of the year for Strasburg. Puts runners on first and second, 2 out, and brings up Trey Turner.
Boy, Chase Utley was shaded way toward the hole, not figuring Strasburg to pull, which is probably the way you want to play him. And then he hits it up the middle, so Utley couldn't range that far to his right to get it. Now the Nationals with an unlikely scoring opportunity here.
So we'll see if Turner, who's singled an infield hit, he beat out an infield grounder a bit toward the middle his first time up and scored the Nationals run of the first. Looks at a slider outside, ball 1. Turner went to second on a base hit to left by Michael Taylor, then led a double steal and scored on a Harper sac fly. Here's the set of the pitch. Turner swings and fouls away a fastball first base side out of play. It's 1-1. Ramos at second, Strasburg at first, below average speed on the bases. And again, Peterson plays very deep in charges. Kendrick playing pretty deep. In left. Now the pitch. Breaking ball inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Ramos is trying to get as large a lead as he can when the pitch is delivered. Utley is not all that close to the bag, so he's not worried about the pickoff throw right now.
2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup. And got him to chase one out of the zone. Turner's seeing off-speed stuff that's probably a little bit better than what he saw in the minor leagues. 2-2 is the count. Urías has the sign, come set. Runners lead first and second, 2 out. The kick. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a second consecutive changeup. And the inning is over. Third strikeout for Julio Urías. Nationals threaten 2 hits. They leave 2 in a ball. With the play-by-play, here's Dave Jagler.
Thank you, Charlie. Strasburg retired Utley on a fly ball to right field. His first time up. The Nationals put 3 men on the right side against the veteran left-handed hitter. First pitch, curveball, way outside, ball 1. Utley was picked up in a trade late last season. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a little looper, shallow left, could be trouble. Heisey coming on, it's going to fall, a base hit. He got jammed, but fisted into left for a leadoff bloop hit. Utley was predominantly a bench player last year when he went to L.A. But he has given the Dodgers quite a lift this year, and such that Howie Kendrick, who's coming up now, was moved to the outfield to accommodate both. Kendrick lined out sharply to right his first time up. Dodgers now have 4 hits against Strasburg. First delivery, inside and high, ball 1.
And they acquired Utley last year when Kendrick was hurt. And then Kendrick came back and played, and Utley sat some. But the Dodgers were getting such poor production for the outfield. You know what? Kendrick can play the outfield. See if he can. And he looks very good out there now with what we've seen in a limited sampling.
Next pitch is a strike over the inside corner. And talk about the outfield. I mean, going into the year, you had Andre Ethier and Carl Crawford, veteran players. Ethier hasn't played all season, and Crawford was ineffective and designated for assignment and released.
And no one's picked him up.
The 1-1. Squibbed foul right to the pitching coach, Mike Maddox, on the top step of the Nationals' first base side dugout. 1-2. Screaming kids responding to the video board, asking for noise here on Camp Day. Utley creeps to his lead. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul to the screen on a fastball. It's holding at 1-2. Well, at least Kendrick didn't have to move far. He had a terrific career with the Angels, 2006 through 2014. And was traded and then re-signed with the Dodgers. The pitch. Swinging a line drive over the leaping third baseman Rendon. Base hit toward the line. Utley rounding second takes a wide turn. He'll hold as Heisey plays it in. Howie Kendrick with a 13-game hitting streak. Singles on a 1-2 pitch. And the Dodgers have set the table here in the top of the third inning.
And the dangerous hitters in Gonzalez and Turner coming up now. So Strasburg's in a jam.
Kendrick talked about how he's hitting everything hard. He hung in there on a curveball and ripped a base hit. Utley was a bleeder, but that one was well struck. Here's Gonzalez. He doubled into the left field corner ahead of the Turner homer in the first inning. Nationals hoping to get out of this pickle right here. The pitch. Swinging a pop-up off to the left and out of play, 0-1. If Strasburg can induce a ground ball, Gonzalez is a very slow runner. He has grounded into 12 double plays this season, which is tops on the Dodgers. That's easier said than done against an outstanding hitter. Nationals are not in the overshift. Espinosa is toward the middle, so they're hoping for that chance for 2. The 0-1 fouled back on a changeup, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Utley leads from second. Kendrick from first with no outs. Strasburg checking the runner. Here's the pitch. And he goes to a changeup just a bit low and off the outside corner. whole lot of Dodgers have faced Strasburg that many times before. Gonzalez 5 for 10 against him. Long pause. Strasburg fires. Swinging a hard shot, base hit into right field. Heading for third is Utley. He's getting the wave in. Harper's going to throw home. It's going to be close. The tag by Ramos, not in time. Over to third goes Kendrick. It's an RBI single for Gonzalez and a 3-1 Dodger lead. Mike Maddox is already to the foul line, waiting to visit the mound. Gonzalez RBI 46, 3 consecutive hits. Utley's an outstanding base runner, so even with no outs, they challenged Harper, who made it close with a very good throw.
But just not in time. That throw was right on the money. Mike Maddox hasn't had to visit Steven Strasburg many times this year. There's a little more to say after Ramos left to head for the plate. We'll see how the Nationals play it. Nobody out, down by 2. You chance to play for a double play. But with a runner at third, that would mean another run scores if you turn one toward the middle. Strikeouts in order here. That's what he needs.
Well, there's some delay. They're looking into the Dodger dugout. Dave Roberts is holding things up, but now he's saying go ahead. I can't think what they'd be looking to challenge. So Justin Turner's in the box. He took a 3-2 cutter that hung on over the plate and crushed it over the visiting bullpen for his 16th home run. First pitch. Fastball inside, backed him off the plate. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's a changeup just low, apparently. 2-0. Strasburg fell behind Turner 2-0 in the first inning. Got it back to the full count and then gave up the long ball. Here's the 2-0. And it's in the dirt, ball 3. See if Turner has the green light. The 3-0. He swings and skies one to deep left center. Taylor racing back on the run to the warning track, climbing the wall. It's gone. A 3-run homer on a 3-0 pitch by Justin Turner. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Nationals 1. 2 at-bats, 2 homers for Turner, who now has 17 home runs. He has been a one-man wrecking crew this afternoon.
Well, he hit that ball so high. Wasn't sure when he connected if it would have enough carry, but on a warm day, pitch was up. Almost let her high in center of the plate. Ramos was raising the glove to catch it, but Turner's bat got in the way of that for a multi-homer game and 5 runs batted in.
Steven Strasburg had not allowed more than 4 runs in any start this year, and he's given up 6 already without getting it out of the 3rd inning.
The Nationals in the early hole.
Jock Peterson swings, pops one up. Rendon left side fighting the sun, doesn't see it. Now he finds it, drifting back on the outfield grass, makes the catch. I think for a while Rendon was looking helplessly up into the sun, and fortunately was able to find that ball for the out. Well, Strasburg's 18th start. This is the first one like this. You're not going to have your A game every time, and the Dodgers have pounced on the Nationals' 13-game winner. Here's Chris Taylor, the shortstop, swings and fouls one out of play right side, 0-1.
Turner had a multi-homer game against the Brewers on June the 17th. So this is the 3rd of his career.
Here's the 0-1. Check swing on a ball in the dirt. They appeal, and No swing, says Pat Hoberg. 1-1.
The other was against the Giants back in September of 2014.
So against Strasburg, he's fallen behind. Strasburg's fallen behind in the count, and he's done damage. And he was hunting a 3-0 fastball, even though it wasn't really a strike. Next pitch is inside, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Swinging a looping fly ball foul down the right field line into the seats. Two balls, two strikes the count. And now a bird was flying down by Daniel Murphy and circled back away and distracted Strasburg. Now the bird has landed again on the infield grass near the first base bag. Thought his flight pattern might take him between the plate and the pitcher's mound, so Strasburg held off. Now he goes into work. The 2-2. Check swing, ball in the dirt, strike three. Got him on a changeup. Ramos supplies the tag, and that is just the third strikeout for Strasburg. Murphy goes and chases that bird, trying to make it fly away. The pigeon. 2 down here in the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Andrew Tolles. Tolles, a base hit to right field, his first time up. First pitch is over the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Back with an 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. At a curve, 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a changeup. Ramos will have to throw down to complete the strikeout. He does. He threw it wildly, but Murphy able to stretch out to hold the bag. Fourth strikeout for Strasburg, for the Dodgers with 4 consecutive hits. And the big homer for Turner, a 3-fly. Visit nationals.com/summer for all the details. Nationals have a big hole to dig out of it. 6-1 Los Angeles, bottom of the third. Michael Taylor swings and grounds one left side. Backhanded in the hole by the shortstop Taylor. The throw to first retires Taylor. One Taylor retires another, and that's out number 1. Still a lot of baseball to be played. We'll see if the Nationals can dig out of this one. They've had chances against Julio Urías. They've left men in scoring position in each of the first 2 innings while putting 1 run on the board. Missed out on the chance for some more, with Urías getting big strikeouts with men on base. Here's Daniel Murphy. Lefty against lefty. Fastball right down the middle with a fastball. Murphy was out on a pop-up to shortstop his first time up. Urías rocks and fires. And that's a strike to the inside part of the plate. 0-2. The left-hander throws and goes inside with this fastball, ball 1. If you got the ballpark listing, you may notice that Urías wears the sports glasses, similar to what Tyler Clippard did in his time with the Nationals. The 1-2 to Murphy, fouled off the catcher. Urías has had some issues with his left eye. Last year he missed a couple of months. He had elective cosmetic surgery. There was a benign mass right near the eye. And you see photos of him, and that left eye does, it looks a little bit droopy. The 1-2. It's low and outside. 2-2. But, as a left-handed pitcher, the right-handed eye would be the dominant one. And so the Dodgers not concerned about the issues he's had with that left eye. Here's the pitch. Swing on a looping line drive, shallow left. Coming on is Kendrick. He'll make the catch, running in toward the line. Urías last year, because of that time on the DL with the eye surgery, made just 15 starts and threw 80 1/3 innings. In 2014, he was in the Futures game, the youngest ever All-Star Futures game, and was the Dodgers minor league pitcher of the year. Had 109 strikeouts and 87 2/3 innings, pitching for Rancho Cucamonga. Here's Bryce Harper, taking all the way, a strike called. Harper delivered a sacrifice fly in the first inning, and once again is choking up on the bat against this left-handed pitcher. Next delivery, he shows bunt and tries to bunt it, but fouls it off the catcher. With the third base side open, Harper fouled the curveball, and it's 0-2. Urías will turn 20 on the 12th of August, so you have a young pitcher who, as a professional, has never thrown more than 80 or 90 innings. So the Dodgers are being very cautious with his workload. The 0-2. Curveball in the dirt, ball one. Coming into this game, he had thrown just a shade under 80 innings combined between AAA and the big leagues. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a slapper foul out of play left side. The windup and the 1-2. Fastball up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The third baseman, Turner, in the overshift is the one playing in shallow right. So Utley, the second baseman, and Gonzalez, the first baseman, are in about their normal spots on the edge of the outfield grass. Here's the 2-2. Curveball low and outside, full count. Three balls and 2 strikes on the Nats right fielder. Urías deals. Fouled back over the screen. So Harper, with this approach of choking up, has battled, fouled off some pitches. And he was really struggling, as we mentioned earlier, in his at-bats against Urías in Los Angeles. Now he's choked up even more on the bat. I mean, he's a solid inch and a half up the knob. The pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out with a fastball. And all that didn't matter. Urías blew him away. 4th strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the Nationals, and into the 4th we go. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Nationals. First pitch to Ellis is a called strike at the knees. Ellis has been Dodgers starting catcher here the last few years, but he has had a backup role this season to Yasmani Grandal. Here's the pitch. Over the outside corner for a strike. He's played in as many as 133 games. That was 2012. Last year, more of a backup to Grandal, 55 starts. It's his 37th start of this year. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. So Strasburg makes quick work of Ellis, and he has strikeout number 5. And 3 in a row. Unfortunately, a little after the damage done. Julio Urías, the pitcher now. He struck out swinging back in the second inning. Left-handed thrower, left-handed hitter. First delivery, Urías bluffing bunt. Takes a fastball up and away. Here's the 1-0. In there, called strike at the knees. News on the Nationals injury front. Ryan Zimmerman is expected to play tonight for the Potomac Nationals on rehab. Here's the 1-1. Urías takes one high, 2-1. Dusty Baker indicated that he would like Zimmerman to play in 3 games. Tonight through Saturday. The 2-1. And it's low, 3-1 to the pitcher. Then take Sunday off, be here with the team, fly to Cleveland. Monday is a scheduled off day. And then activated on Tuesday. Again, that's if all goes well. 3-1 at the knees. Urías taking all the way. And Joe Ross to a side session today. And he is expected to make a rehab start. Pitch fouled back into the screen. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a foul ball hit to the left. So Urías having a lengthy at bat. The wind of the pitch. Swinging another foul ball hit to the left out of play. So he has spoiled several fastballs here on 3-2. We'll see if Strasburg goes to something else to try to put him away. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Nope, went back to the fastball and put it by him. 9-pitch at bat, but Strasburg wins the battle and gets strikeout number 6. We mentioned the Potomac Nationals opening their homestand tonight with Ryan Zimmerman scheduled to play. Tomorrow is a 4x4 Friday family pack. Saturday, a halfway to Festivus bobblehead giveaway. Sunday is Military Appreciation Night, and next Monday is Dollar Monday. To watch Ryan Zimmerman and the Potomac Nationals at the Fitz, call 703-590-2311 or visit PotomacNationals.com. Here is Chase Utley. It looked fairly harmless at time. He couldn't have hit it much more weakly, but he blooped a single in the left field last inning. First pitch, fastball for a called strike. That would be the first of 4 consecutive hits and a 4-run inning, which took this one from 2-1 to a 6-1 Dodgers lead. Here's the 0-1. High and away with a curve. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strasburg back with a 1-1, and he drops in another curveball. It's 1-2. Nationals have the overshift against Utley with 2 outs and the bases empty. Strasburg fires. Low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball straight away center. Taylor frozen in his place. Makes the catch. Never had to move. So Strasburg has somewhat found a groove. Unfortunately, it comes with his team trailing. He's retired 6 straight Dodgers. Middle of inning. Stranding a runner at second base in the first inning. The wind of the pitch from the hard-throwing lefty is upstairs. Ball 1. Urías has had to do some heavy lifting. 62 pitches through 3 innings. On this warm day, the 1-0. Slow curve, taken high at 73 miles an hour. 2-0. The Dodgers head on to St. Louis after the game. The Cardinals are playing the Padres, so the Nationals and Cardinals will swap opponents. The 2-0. Lifted foul backing out of play. So the Padres here tomorrow. And Tanner Roark will face righty Luis Perdomo. Roark will be looking for his 10th win. Saturday is also a 7:05 game, and it's Max Scherzer. Max will be looking for his 11th win, and he'll be opposed by Edwin Jackson. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, rolled left side. It's backhanded deep in the hole by the shortstop Taylor. The throw to first is high, but Gonzalez able to stretch out, keep the bag for the out. So Edwin, who was with the Marlins at the beginning of the season and took a no-hitter into the 7th inning of his first start as a Padre, will make his second start as a Padre right here against one of his 10 previous teams. Whenever Edwin Jackson faces somebody, you're more likely to say, hey, he's facing a former team than not. And then Sunday, the 1:35 game, the Nationals have not named their starter. Left-hander Christian Friedrich will pitch for the Padres. Here's Ramos. Wilson singled his first time up. Off-speed pitch, a changeup outside. Reading the tea leaves, it would appear maybe that Lucas Giolito would make that start, as he'll be in the spot vacated by Reynaldo Lopez, who was optioned. The 1-0. Chopper up the third base side, backhanded and foul ground by Turner. He plants and he throws, and has plenty of time still to get Ramos. Turner knew he had time with the lack of speed of Ramos, and so he planted rather than making the off-balance throw. And a good play by the third baseman for the second out. Lopez pitched here 2 nights ago, and Giolito pitched in Syracuse 2 nights ago, so he would be on turn to make that start against San Diego. Here is Chris Heisey. Heisey making his first start since June the 30th. He lined out to short his first time up, and a belt-high fastball from Urías is a called strike. Dodgers leading 6-1 with 2 outs in the bottom half of inning 4. Inside target from the catcher Ellis, and a fastball is too far inside, 1-1.
I guess you could go either way for Sunday, right? Although once you're sent down Lopez, unless there's an injury, he can't come back for 10 days, right?
The 1-1 chopped off Heisey's foot and up the third base side.
So I guess you really can't go either way.
Right. I mean, unless it was a surprise and it was Joe Ross, but Dusty Baker's indicated he wants Ross to make a rehab start. You got to figure it's probably Giolito. Here's the 1-2 from Urías, and it's lined into shallow right. Coming on his toes, has to play it on a bounce, and it's a base hit for the former Dodger, Chris Heisey. A 2-out single.
My mind was thinking like Lopez were still here, then you could have gone either way.
Yep.
But once you option him, unless there's an injury, he can't come back for at least 10 days.
Now action beginning in the Dodgers bullpen. We mentioned Urías, just 1 inning pitched in 17 days. Even though he's got a fairly comfortable lead, 6-1. Dave Roberts has the bullpen up in case something happens here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Espinosa 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Bats right-handed. The kick, the pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball in.
Almost makes you think that's why they made a roster move for an extra pitcher. With Chris Hatcher going on the DL yesterday, they had already had an extra reliever in the bullpen, but then went short. So you call up a starter who can't go deep, and it's almost like you're calling up a guy to piggyback him.
But it's not the new pitcher who's warming. It's Pedro Baez. Threw to first. Heisey back with a dive. Their new pitcher is a man who would be making his big league debut at the age of 28, named Grant Dayton. He's from Alabama. He's not from Ohio. Here's the kick and the pitch. Inside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And as far as pitchers being named after cities, he joins the Albuquerque Hall of Fame. Grant Dayton. Former big league right-hander Reggie Cleveland was probably another member of that noted class. Here's the pitch, and a called strike with a fastball, 1-2.
Yeah, we'd have to think there's probably more.
Well, if you want cities in Ohio, anyone named Columbus pitching? We've got Dayton, we've got Cleveland. Urías with a 1-2, high and outside with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Players whose last names are the name of a city. I don't know. maybe not too many more. I can think.
You can go a few with the first names. You have Dallas Keuchel of the Astros. You have Houston Street of the Angels. And you're going down Texas way. A lot of guys named Austin. The 2-2. Swinging a chopping ground ball to short. It's handled by the shortstop Taylor. The flip to second for the force play to retire the side. One hit, one man left. We go to the fifth inning with the Dodgers leading the Nationals 6-1. Close.
Hope not. Here's the pitch. And a first pitch curveball to Howie Kendrick in for a strike. Kendrick is lined hard to right and single to left. Scored on the 3-run homer by Turner in the third. Justin Turner, a 2-run homer and a 3-run homer. Straight in 5 of the Dodgers' 6 runs. Swinging a foul ball right side and out of play 0-2. He'll bat third in this inning. Kendrick, Gonzalez, and Turner the Dodger fifth. The foul out of play to the right, 0-2. 74 pitches thrown for Steven Strasburg, who is the leadoff batter for the Nationals at the bottom of the fifth inning. The wind and the pitch. It is low and away in the dirt, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Get you caught up on the scoreboard and schedule around Major League Baseball here in the fifth inning. Brought to you by your local Honda dealer. You can drive the best with a new Honda. Why settle for less? Swinging and a fly ball foul down the right field line. This will go out of play. Bryce Harper giving it a look. And the count holding 1-2. Again, why settle for less? See your local Honda dealer today. In the National League, everything is tonight in an abbreviated schedule. Marlins and Phillies in Philadelphia. Tom Kohler 6-8 against Jared Eichhoff 6-10. Swing and a miss by Kendrick. Down on a changeup. He strikes out. Strikeout for Steven Strasburg is number 6 in the game. And that's the first out here in the fifth. The Phillies have dropped 3 of 4. Marlins have won 3 of 4. Miami 5.5 games back of the Nationals in the NL East. Make a correction. That is strikeout number 7 for Strasburg. And the batter is Adrian Gonzalez. Double to left and scored. Single to right to drive in a run and scored. And a fastball outside. Ball 1. Brewers and Pirates in Pittsburgh tonight. Matt Garza 1-3 against Francisco Liriano. Off a loss to the Nationals. He's 5-9. Pirates 9 back in the Central. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Missed a changeup. Pirates are 2 back of the Cardinals, who swept a day-night doubleheader from the Padres yesterday. They play again tonight. Andrew Cashner 4-7 for the Padres against Adam Wainwright. Off a complete game 3-hit shutout of the Marlins. Pitches for the Cardinals. He's 9-5. Swinging a foul back behind the plate by Gonzalez. On the cutter, the count is 1-2. Braves and Rockies in Denver tonight. Mike Fultonavich 3-3. Against Chad Bettis 7-6. And that's it as far as National League teams. The Mets are off. They'll square off with the Marlins in Miami tomorrow. Pitch is low. Another off speed. 2-2 to Gonzalez. Diamondbacks and Reds play in Cincinnati. Cubs and Brewers will play in Milwaukee tomorrow night. And the Giants begin an interleague series in the Bronx against the Yankees. They're off tonight. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez down on a cutter up and out of the zone. Strikeout number 8 for Strasburg. 2 away here at the top of the fifth inning.
Boy, you wish you'd go back and take away that home run by Turner on a 3-0 pitch, because if you were still, somewhat within shouting distance in this game, Strasburg has really settled in. He's retired 8 in a row with 6 strikeouts. But that all came after it was a 6-1 game.
6 of the last 8 batters striking out, and Turner 2 for 2, 2-run homer. And a 3-run homer. Looks at the first pitch in for a strike. He homered on a 3-2 cutter in the first that didn't do much cutting, and then a 3-0 fastball up and middle of the plate. Really up and out of the strike zone. He hit it for a home run over the bullpen in left center. Pitch on the way is inside with a changeup 1-1. Meanwhile, Pedro Baez continued to throw in the Dodgers bullpen. Julio Urías throwing 77 pitches in 4 innings. Might he be done? Here's the pitch. Low and away. And the count's 2-1 to Turner. The American League this afternoon. There is 1 game in progress. And it's the Orioles and Yankees in New York. Last report. Game is in the top of the second. Orioles lead 2-0. Pitch to Turner. Cutter low and away. The count's 3-1. The Orioles today, Chris Tillman 13-2, comes off 7 strong, allowing 1 runner to win at Tampa Bay. CeCe Sabathia 5-7 for the Yankees. 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. So the string of consecutive batters retired ends with Turner at 8 in a row, and that's the first walk of the day for Strasburg. 2-out runner at first. Jock Peterson comes up. He has struck out and he has popped to third. The Orioles having lost 4 in a row. The Yankees winning 4 in a row going into that game in New York. The Orioles falling out of first place, a half game behind the Red Sox now, with Toronto 1 game back. The Red Sox play tonight at home against Minnesota. The knuckleballer Stephen Wright, 11-5 pitches for Boston. They've won 8 of 9, 10 of 12, 12 of 16. And Peterson showing bunt at a curveball, and he offered at it and missed it. Strike 1. Tyler Duffy, 5-6 starts for the Twins, who've won 2 straight and 8 of 12. Detroit at Chicago tonight. Mike Pelfrey's 2-9. He faces James Shields, 2-4 since joining the White Sox. ERA over 6, almost 6.5. White Sox have lost 6 of 7. Pitch to Peterson. Fastball, a called strike at 96 miles an hour. It's 0-2. Tampa Bay is at Oakland tonight. Matt Moore 5-7 against Sonny Gray. 4-8. 2 pitchers whose names have been mentioned in a lot of trade rumors. The Indians, who hold a 7.5 game lead over Detroit in the Central, off tonight. They're in Baltimore tomorrow. Toronto is off. They'll host Seattle tomorrow. Angels and Astros begin a series in Houston. And the pitch. Swing and a pop-up foul behind the plate, out of play. Still 0-2 on Peterson. And the Rangers, whose lead is down to 3.5 over the Astros, will be in Kansas City. Texas has lost 3 straight, 7 of 8, 9 of 11, and 12 of 15, 14 of 18. And Kansas City also struggling. Royals have lost 2 straight, 5 of 7, 10 of 14. They're down 9 back of the Indians in the Central. Now the set by Strasburg. And the 0-2 to Peterson. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a changeup away. And the inning is over. 3 strikeouts of the inning, 9 in the game for Strasburg. A 2-out walk to Turner. He's left aboard. Steven Strasburg due to lead off as we go to... Takes over for Julio Urías, done after 4 innings. Urías gives up 1 run in the first inning. On 5 hits, he struck out 4. And he walked none. He threw 77 pitches, 51 were strikes. So it'll be Baez's 43rd appearance, 2-2 record. He has a 3.05 earned run average. 12 holds, no saves, 2 blown saves, 16 inherited runners. 7 have scored, of course, starting the inning clean here. Baez has worked 44 to third innings, allowed 26 hits, including 7 home runs, struck out 52 and walked 12. Just a 166 average against him. Very slow workers, we have mentioned. And the pitch on the way to Steven Strasburg is in there, a called strike 1. Baez throws a fastball in the upper 90s. He has a slider in the upper 80s, a changeup mid to upper 80s. From the stretch all of the time. 6'2", about 230. He kicks, he delivers, and a swing and a ground ball chopped outside of third, grabbed by Turner, but a foul ball. 1-1 on Strasburg, who grounded a single to the center field his first time up. So they go for the veteran Baez, switching to a right-hander. The Nationals line up somewhat geared for the left-handed starter. 0-2 on Strasburg, the pitch. He takes high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. First appearance in the series for Baez. They use Hatcher, Liberatore, and Jansen Monday. And then they use Coleman, Avilon, and Howell last night. And Hatcher went on the disabled list yesterday. So they called up another pitcher, left-handed Grant Dayton. Strasburg lays off. A slider low and away. So the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. 6-1 Dodgers leading last of the 5th inning. Now field a bit the other way for Strauss as Baez comes set. Here's the 2-2 swing, and he fouls it back behind the plate, battling to stay alive. Continues 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Steven Strasburg, through his 5 innings, is at 91 pitches, 61 strikes. Urías out after 77 pitches and 51 strikes. I guess they had him on the count of somewhat of 75 or 80 that they would get him out of there, and he cannot get credit for the win going 4 innings. Pitch, swing, and a foul back and out of play. Nationals hoping that will not matter, that they will rally against this Dodgers bullpen. Steven Strasburg battling here. 6 pitches in his at bat. And a 2-2 count. Baez again, long look in, has the sign, come set. From the right side of the plate, Strasburg waits. Here's the pitch, swing, and he fouls off a fastball at 95 miles an hour. Tapped over toward the Dodgers dugout as he stays alive. Top of the order, Trey Turner and Michael Taylor, the next scheduled hitters. Two balls, 2 strikes. Baez finally has the sign and comes set. The kick and the pitch. And low and away with a changeup. Full count, 3-2. He had Strasburg 0-2. Now Baez smoothing some dirt around. Toes the rubber, takes a look at the baseball. Dangling it at his side with his pitching arm. Now looks in for the side. Strasburg straightaway stands for the right side. Moving the back and forth. Now ready. That bat tucked in tight against his body. 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. He walked him.
It's one of the best at-bats of the day.
No question. Fouled off several pitches. He was down 0-2 in the count. A 9-pitch at bat and a walk for Strasburg. First time he has walked this year, the 15th in his career.
Well, I'm laughing. I looked at the camera shot of Dave Roberts in the Dodger dugout. All he did was he just shook his head. That's all you can do, right?
That'll drive you nuts. Walk the pitcher. So now it's Trey Turner, who has an infield hit, scored the Nationals run of the first. Led a double steal. He stole third. He struck out last time up in the second. Third baseman Turner shortened up. Here's the pitch. And a fastball right in there called strike. 96 miles an hour.
Telling Adrian Gonzalez not to hold Strasburg. He did on the first pitch. Strasburg was, I think Gonzalez may have been further off the bag than Strasburg was.
0-1 the count. Now the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball in on the hands. Seems like for the most part where the Dodgers have tried to pitch Turner is just not throw him strikes. Off the plate away, off the plate in. Trying to get him to chase, and he has done that some of this series. Baez to the belt. Strasburg not being held the pitch. High and away. Doesn't offer at that fastball at 96 miles an hour. And so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dodgers with their moves have 4 righties, 4 lefties in their pen. Swinging a foul. Deflects off the screen, extending down over the Nationals dugout, and then goes into the stands. And hit the end of the screen and deflected into the seats. Still 1-2.
I will say that Baez is working about 4 times as fast as he was in L.A. He's still not fast, but that game that he pitched in L.A., he was throwing about a pitch a minute.
Well, maybe somebody got to him, Dave. Said, today, please. Pitch to Turner. Takes it off speed. Change up low. At him 0-2. It's now 2-2. Baez looks around behind him. Dodgers playing for 2 up the middle. Has the sign, come set. 2-2 to Turner. Lays off a fastball up and away. Count full. 3-2. Count 6-1, and with a pitcher at first, you don't figure the base runner to be moving.
Well, Turner's got to pick a pitch that's in the strike zone. Baez got him to swing at one out of the zone. He's having trouble finding the zone. You do not want to help him, although with 2 strikes, you do have to be in protect mode.
Here's the set. On 3-2, the pitch. Swing, and he grounds one foul outside of third. No play, and a fastball at 97 miles an hour. So Baez has already thrown a boatload of pitches and is not through 2 batters yet. He's thrown 16. Long look in, and now Baez comes set. The pitch, swing, and a tapper foul. Turner over toward the screen in front of the Dodgers dugout to stay alive.
You're going to have back-to-back, at least 9 pitch at bats.
How about that? Three and 2 again. Strasburg the lead again, not being held. The pitch to Turner. Swing and a pop-up foul off first. Gonzalez coming over. This will land 3-4 rows back of the Nationals dugout, deflecting out of play. So 2 batters. He's thrown 18 pitches. Nobody out, a runner at first. And a 3-2 count on Trey Turner. And now the Dodgers have action in their bullpen with a left-hander up. Could this be Grant Dayton? We'll take a look. If he starts throwing now, Dave, figure he has plenty of time to get ready at the pace Baez is going. Pitch swung on, popped up foul again. Right of the plate over toward the Nationals dugout. Ellis, the catcher, coming over, but it's out of play. That's Luis Avila. So they brought up Dayton, but situation apparently not what they want to use him here. Well, who knows, Dave, when he was actually getting here. It was Dodgers AAA club in Oklahoma City. Not sure if he was here before the game or how close. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Baez sets. Again, the pitch to Turner. Swing, and he gets a piece. Fouls it back behind the plate.
$20 pitches.
11 to Turner.
No outs and hasn't finished the second batter. It's not what Dave Roberts was hoping for.
Wasn't happy when he walked Strasburg after having him 0-2. Of
course, Dave Roberts knows Trey Turner well. Both were in the Padres organization.
Yep. 6-1 Dodgers leading. Runner at first. Nobody out for the Nats. Bottom of the 5th. Trying to mount a comeback. Baez to the belt. Here's the pitch. Swing, and Turner pops it up. This will be playable in the infield near the mound. And left of the mound, it's Turner, the third baseman, with the angle on the sun calling. Makes the catch for the out. Trey Turner finally retired on the 12th pitch of his at-bat. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds here for station identification for the nation's capital on the Washington Nationals Baseball Network.
WJFK-FM, WJFK-FM HD1 Manassas, Washington, and WIAD HD3 Bethesda. 106.7 The Fan.
Charlie Slows, Dave Jagler with you here at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. We're at the bottom of the 5th inning. The Nationals trail the Dodgers 6-1. Justin Turner, the big story for the Dodgers, with a 2-run homer and a 3-run homer, driving in 5 of the 6 runs. scored against Steven Strasburg today, the most he's given up in a game this year. He's the runner at first with 1 out. Strasburg is, and Michael Taylor the batter. Pedro Baez in his first inning of relief of their starter, 19-year-old Julio Urías, out of the game after 4 innings and 77 pitches. Pitch to Taylor, lays off a fastball inside, ball 1.
Our interns came up with an interesting factoid. This is Strasburg's 150th career start. It's only the second time in his career that he's allowed 2 homers in a game to the same hitter.
Wow.
The first one was Tyler Colvin of the Colorado Rockies.
And the pitch swung on, hit in the air to left field, but playable for Kendrick back. Just shy of the track, he makes the catch. Strasburg halfway retreats to first, 2 out. So Taylor gave it a ride, but just missed getting all of it. He's 1 out of 3. And the batter will be Daniel Murphy. Against Julio Urías, he popped to short and he flied to left, but he's not going to face Pedro Baez. Dave Roberts out to the mound. He wants the left-hander Luis Avilan with Murphy and Harper coming up. A pitching change here at the bottom. 17 were strikes. Joined the Dodgers for the 4th time this year in this series. He's appeared in 7 games overall of the big leagues. No record. 5.79 ERA with no holds and 1 blown save. 5 inherited runners. 2 have scored 4 2/3 innings. 3 runs, 3 hits allowed. Struck out 7, walked 3. 176 average against him. 27 games at AAA Oklahoma City. 0-3 record. 4.82 ERA with 3 holds, 4 saves, and 5 tries. Working 28 innings, giving up 29 hits. Struck out 30 and walked 16 at AAA with a 266 average against him. Facing Daniel Murphy, who has popped a short fly to left. The pitch inside, and it hit him. Murphy grazed by the pitch. Will go to first base. It'll move Strasburg into scoring position at second. And put 2 on and 2 out for Bryce Harper with 1 swing of the bat. Could make this game very interesting in a hurry as the Dodgers get up the side-arming right-hander Louis Coleman. So Avilan may have been brought in here just to hope to pitch to Murphy and get out of the inning. If not Murphy, pitch to Harper and get out of the inning. And if that doesn't happen, they bring in Coleman.
Well, this inning is not played out to Dave Roberts' liking with a walk to the pitcher, and now he brings in a lefty to face the lefty. He hits him with the first pitch. So the Nationals have a gift-wrapped opportunity, as you said, to get right back in this game. But Harper, who had the choke-up approach against the left-hander Urías, we'll see what he does here against Avilan. Can't get too big with the swing. Looks like he's going to be back down to the knob.
Yep, down the end of the bat against Avilan, who's not a hard thrower for sure. Overshift, 3 men on the right side. Avilan ready. He delivers to Harper. Breaking ball. Low and away. Ball 1. A curve at 75 miles an hour. Avilan faced both Murphy and Harper last night. Murphy lined one to deep left center, and Harper struck out. Utley's out in right field about 5 yards. Here's the pitch. In there, fastball called strike, 92 miles an hour. Harper against Avilan is 2 for 11 with 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Anthony Rendon on deck. 2 out, bottom of the 5th. Nats trailing 6-1. Strasburg at second, Murphy at first. Avilan ready. Pitch to Harper. Low. In the dirt, handled by Ellis. Hands that ball back to Brian Gorman, the home plate umpire, who hands him a new one to put in play. It's 2-1. Couple of pitching changes here in the inning for the Dodgers. Baez relieving Urías, and now Avilan taking over for Baez. Long look in. Again, Peterson unbelievably deep in center. Here's the pitch. Inside with a fastball. It's ball 3, 3-1. So we've had 2 departures for the mound and 2 arrivals for the Dodgers. The pitching change is presented by Delta. Delta Airlines, proud to fly the Washington Nationals and their fans across the country and around the globe. The Washington Nationals and Delta Airlines keep climbing. Harper'd like to send one climbing out of here now, like he did last night of the first inning, into the third deck in right field, section 236. Now time called. He steps out. Avilan steps off. Hitters count 3-1. That was the count for Harper last night when he hit that 451-foot homer, his 20th of the year. Avilan to the belt now. Third base side of the slab. Runners lead first and second. 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. He walked him, and it will load the bases. And Dave Roberts going to lose some hair. He's walking up the dugout steps, and he's coming out. He's got the right-hander Coleman ready in the bullpen to face Rendon. Strasburg to third. Murphy to second. Harper to first. The base is loaded. And 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Another pitching change for the Dodgers, who lead it by the score of 6-1. Back in a moment on the Nationals Baseball Network. Faced 3 batters, give up a long fly to left center, a line out to Anthony Rendon. Then Trey Turner tripled into the left field corner against him. Then he hit Danny Espinosa with a pitch and was taken out of the game for Luis Avilan. Well, he comes in for Avilan, who just hit a batter and walked a batter. Avilan 6 pitches, 1 strike to the 2 batters he faced. Strasburg at third, the responsibility of Baez, who walked him to start the inning. Murphy and Harper, the responsibility of Avilan, who just left the game. Nationals with 5 grand slams this year. Anthony Rendon does not have a grand slam in his career, and he's 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking, bounced to short. A slam would make it a 1-run game. Coleman, the sidearmer, delivers, swinging a line drive left field, but playable hanging up for Kendrick, and he makes the catch for the out. Rendon on a first pitch fastball could not elevate, and that one lifted for Kendrick to make an easy play. They lead it 6-1. Back in with a play-by-play. Here's Dave Jagler.
Thank you, Charlie. So Strasburg was out there a while. He didn't do any running, though. He did a lot of walking and standing. First pitch outside, ball 1. Taylor has popped up to first and struck out. The 1-0. A strike over the outside corner, 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Here's the 1-1. Taylor looks it over. It's a curveball over the inside part of the plate. Strike 2. Here's the 1-2. Low and outside. Well, really the line of demarcation in Strasburg's outing. The Turner at bat in the 3rd inning. The first 13 batters that he faced, he gave up 6 runs on 7 hits. The next 10 batters, just 1 base runner, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. The 2-2. Swinging a pop-up down the right field side. This will be out of play. But unfortunately, it was a big hole that the Nationals dug before Strasburg could settle in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive foul out of play down the right field line. Well, Dave Roberts may have to use all of his 8-man bullpen to get this one to the finish line. He has Joe Blanton, the right-hander, warming. He used 3 of his 8 relievers just to get through the 5th inning. The 2-2. Curveball low in the dirt. Looking back on that pitch to Rendon with the Nationals a chance to get back in the game. It was right down the middle and up. A pitch to hit, but he didn't quite square it up. 3-2. Swinging a foul ball, hit to the right, out of play. So this is a long at bat, pushing Strasburg to 99 pitches. And you wonder how much more Dusty Baker wants to let Strasburg throw in a game that he's trailing 6-1. 3-2. Strike 3 called over the outside corner. 94-mile-per-hour fastball on the black. 10th strikeout for Strasburg. That's his 29th career double-figure strikeout game, and 8th of the season. You just wish you could kind of take back the beginning of this one. And really 2 pitches to Justin Turner. Here's Andrew Tolles, the right fielder. Left-handed batter chops a ground ball to the right side, handled by Murphy. He runs through the bag to retire the speedy Tolles. So after a 9-pitch at bat, Tolles has a 1-pitch affair. 2 down in the inning, and here's the catcher, A.J. Ellis. Pitcher spot on deck. Dave Roberts could stay with Coleman if Ellis makes the last out. But he's got Blanton ready just in case. It's going to be Scott Van Slyke moving on deck if the pitcher's turn comes up. The pitch. Foul back into the screen, 0-1. Here it is. Check swing roller to the right side. Daniel Murphy has this one. He'll take it himself. So Steven Strasburg has retired 12 of the last 13 Dodgers. Could be the final pitch of the day. Strasburg 13-0 by the Nationals way back in 2008. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased a fastball away. But Coleman chose not to sign when the Nationals drafted him. He went back to LSU for his senior year. And that proved to be a good decision for him on a couple of fronts. Here's the pitch. Outside corner with a fastball, and it's 0-2. He went 14-2 and was the SEC Pitcher of the Year. And he got the final outs as LSU won the College World Series championship. So those were, I'm sure, some terrific memories. Here's the 0-2. Ramos lays off a slider away, ball 1. And then he ended up being drafted by the Royals in the 5th round, so he improved his draft stock by 9 rounds going back to school. Coleman delivers. Swinging a slow ground ball pulled to third. In to get it is Turner, and from the infield grass throws out Ramos. 1 down. Coleman's career high in appearances with the Royals was his rookie campaign of 2011. And then the next 3 years, he spent the seasons shuttling back and forth between AAA Omaha and the big leagues. And then last year, he made 38 of his 42 appearances at AAA. So the Royals, with that stacked bullpen, did not have a spot except as a September call-up. Here's Chris Heisey, right-handed hitter. Check swing on a ball in the dirt, ball 1. Dodgers have a left-hander up. J.P. Howell. Here's the 1-0. Off speed, a slider catches the outside corner, 1-1. And so Coleman, a free agent over the winter, signed with the Dodgers. Tall and lanky, and with that crossfire delivery, he steps toward the third base dugout and throws across his body. He can be tough on the righties. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with a slider. I mean, when that pitch comes from the sidearm angle against a righty, and then he throws the slider and has it break off the outside part of the plate, it's so tough to reach if he throws it where he wants. Ellis sets up to the outside, the 1-2. He goes to the slider, and Heisey takes a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Slider, actually was the sinking fastball, and it's low. 3-2 to Chris Heisey. Nationals don't have any lefties in the foreseeable future, but Dave Roberts may be getting Howell up in case there's some traffic on base, and the Nationals pinch hit for Strasburg with a left-handed hitter. The pitch. Swing, and it's popped up behind the plate. A.J. Ellis moving back to the screen, and he leans up against the screen. Can't get it. The ball is just over the screen to the first row in the Delta Sky 360 Club. Ellis went back up against the wall and leaned into the screen, but did not have a play. Three balls, two strikes. Coleman offers. Swinging a hard ground ball past the diving Turner. A base hit. He may have gotten a glove on it. Chris Heisey has a multi-hit game. He's 2 for 3. And a one-out single for the Nationals left fielder. Just joining us along the way, it's been the Justin Turner show for the Dodgers. 2-run homer in the first inning. 3-run homer just cleared on a 3-0 pitch in the third. Steven Strasburg had a rough go in the first 2 innings plus, but after the home run, he was as dominant as he has been. He had 4 innings with no hits, 1 walk, and 8 Ks after the home run.
Well, Matt Belisle in the bullpen. Pitcher spot due next. Nobody on deck yet.
Espinosa, the number 8 hitter, swings left-handed, takes a ball outside. His first 2 at-bats righty, a strikeout swinging and a ground out.
And comes Ben Revere up the dugout steps.
The Nationals bench is primarily left-handed as they stack the lineup with righties against the left-handed starter. The only right-handed bat available is Jason Worth. Coleman's 1-0. Swinging a long drive right field, giving chase his tolls. He's not going to get it. It's down. It's by him, and it's to the wall. Ball caroms past him. Heisey's going to round third, try to score. Tolles fires into Utley, who pump fakes and holds on to it. Heisey slides in with the Nationals' second run of the day. It's an RBI double for Danny Espinosa, his 51st RBI. He snaps an 0 for 17 skid, and he pulls the Nationals a little bit closer. It's now the Dodgers 6 and the Nationals 2.
Bell was able to turn it a fastball that was left up out over the plate and ripped it toward the right field corner. Tolles is fast, but he just couldn't get there to cut it off. And with a beneficial carom for the Nationals, third base coach Bobby Henley able to wave home Heisey. And here comes Dave Roberts out of the Dodgers dugout again. Dave, he's wearing out a path to the mound, and he's signaled to the bullpen again for the left-hander Howell, with a right-hander already throwing behind him.
He's going to use everybody. So there goes.
He's managing like Game 7.
Well, when the starter goes 4, it's almost batter to batter here the rest of the way, it seems. So Coleman departs. Howell coming in to face the pinch hitter Revere. The Dodgers now by Ben Revere. The new pitcher for the Dodgers, veteran lefty J.P. Howell. 1-1 record, 3.69 ERA in 37 games. 31 2/3 innings. He's allowed 27 hits, 3 homers. The third was last night. He's walked 13, struck out 22. He pitched the bottom of the 8th inning, gave up a home run to Anthony Rendon, and did not face Ben Revere. So Revere, who did not start, who homered last night, brings a .220 average to the plate with 2 homers, 19 RBIs, just 1 pinch hit official at bat, and he's 0 for 1. So the left-hander Howell with Espinosa at second, a run in, and 1 man out. And a whirl around and a pickoff throw, and it's a late break by Taylor to cover, and he actually collides with Espinosa, who appears to be a little shaken up. Danny is safe. Howell is not going to throw, but then he saw Espinosa off the bag and decided to throw. Taylor didn't get to the bag and collided with Danny. And it appears Espinosa's up and okay.
Taylor, I think they bumped heads there, Dave.
Wow. So Howell going for the pickoff there. 6-2 ball game. Runner at second, 1 out. Nationals will try to get a little bit closer if Revere can deliver. Howell sets and throws. Big bending curve inside. This is a finesse lefty. Curveball, mid to upper 70s. Fastball, mid to upper 80s. This year, he's been reversed with the splits. Normally, he has been throughout his career, excellent retiring the left-handed hitters. This year, though, lefties are hitting .305 against him, where the righties are just .167. The pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. 1-1. You look over Howell's career, the last 3 seasons, the lefties have hit .167, .170, and .224. That has been his mark in the league, is to come in and get the lefties. Joe Blanton, we mentioned the righty. He's up in the Dodger pen. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back over the screen. 1-2, because after Revere, the Nationals have Turner and Taylor. But then after that, it's Murphy and Harper. So does he leave Howell in for just one batter and then go to Blanton and get another lefty up? He's got 2 more lefties to go. May depend on what Revere does, whether he stays in to face Turner. Ready for a 1-2. Here it is. And he lays off a curve. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Steven Strasburg's final pitching line, 6 innings. He allows 6 runs on 7 hits, a walk, 10 strikeouts, 2 homers, 103 pitches, 70 strikes. But again, you look at the last 4 innings. He retired 12 of the last 13 Dodgers with no hits, 1 walk, and 8 Ks. But the Dodgers did early damage. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. Locked him up with a breaking ball. And Revere strikes out for the second out of the inning. Dave Roberts is coming out. This is going to be a double switch. So the Dodgers will go to their 6th pitcher in a game they lead 6-2 before the Nationals even go to their 2nd. So the pitcher spot due to lead off. Looks like Tolles is coming out of the game, the right fielder. And so the Dodgers will make a double switch. Howell got his man. Joe Blanton will come in to face Trey Turner. Stop me if you've heard this before. It's a pitching change break. The Dodgers 6, the Nationals 2 on the Nationals Radio Network.
At SAIC, we know there's more than one way to solve a problem.
Was pretty much off the grid after going 2-14 in 2013 as a starter for the Angels. He was released twice in 2014, once by the Angels and once by the A's after making just 2 starts at AAA. But last year, he signed on with Kansas City, a minor league deal, made it back to the big leagues as a reliever, was traded to the Pirates and pitched well down the stretch for Pittsburgh. And the Dodgers signed him, and he has been a very effective reliever. Yasiel Puig is in the game in right field as part of the double switch. First pitch is a cutter outside, ball 1 to Trey Turner. So Puig batting 9th in the order. Tolles, the right fielder before, is out of the game, and Blanton goes into the number 7 spot. Nationals trailing 6-2. Espinoza at 2nd with 2 away. The 1-0. Low and outside with another cutter. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Blanton is not a hard thrower. Nationals saw a lot of Blanton earlier in his career as a member of the Phillies rotation. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a fly ball right field. Easy play for Yasiel Puig. And the Nationals are 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. They've had some chances to get back into this one. They get 1 run in this inning on 2 hits. They leave a man. We go to the 7th with
Summer Saver Pack. Buy 3 2016 regular season games and get 1 free. Some restrictions apply. Visit nationals.com/summer for details.
Harris Teeter Family Fun Packs are back and available Thursdays through Sundays here at Nationals Park. Get a ticket, hot dog, chips, and a Coke or Dasani beverage starting at $15. Visit nationals.com/family. Nationals to the bullpen for the first time today. Matt Belisle on to work the 7th inning. Dodgers leading at 6-2. And Belisle will face Yasiel Puig, who will have his first at bat of the game. Belisle, the right-hander, throws, and a swing and a miss and a slider. For Matt Belisle, the numbers: appearance number 21, no record, 2.01 ERA, 22 1/3 innings. He's allowed 21 hits, 1 homer, with 5 walks, 18 strikeouts. Fastball ripped on the ground. Diving stop, Rendon at 30. Pops up, he throws across to first. Murphy digs it out of the dirt for the out. And there's your defensive play of the game. Rendon diving to the backhand, lost the sunglasses off the front of his cap, and he robs Puig of extra bases, and a pretty good scoop by Murphy on the backside. Your defensive play of the game presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America, defending veterans, their families, and caregivers for 70 years. To learn more or donate, visit pva.org. Fine play. And the sunglasses appear to be none the worse for wear.
Nice on both ends with a Murphy backhanded pick. And a heck of a play in the dive to get it to his right by Rendon.
He had the sunglasses, as some guys do, on the top of his cap, not on his face. And when he dove, the sunglasses came off. Pitch a strike with a fastball to Chase Utley. Utley hit a little dinking bloop hit in the 3rd inning that started trouble, a 4-run rally for the Dodgers. He was 1 for 3 against Strasburg. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper up the middle. Nationals in the overshift. Espinosa near the second base bag. Throws to first for the out. 2 away. Belisle pitched game 1 of the series. Inning and a third. 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Watching a replay on Puig, he had a little bit of a hitch and a giddy-up as he went through the bag.
He's had the hamstring problems.
So we'll be curious to see if Puig comes out defensively for the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's Kendrick. First pitch in for a strike. I still think they would have had him, but it might have been a little bit of a closer play. You know, Puig, maybe he wasn't quite loosened up. I mean, it's a warm day. He just came out on a double switch, and he burned it down the line and appeared to come up a little lame. Kendrick fouls one back, and it's 0-2. The Dodgers, with all their roster moves, yesterday had a 6-man bench. Today, they went with the 8-man bullpen and the 4-man bench, which they may use the whole bullpen. And they may need to go a little deeper into the bench, depending on the status of Puig.
Yeah, Van Slyke's the only other outfielder on the bench.
And Corey Seager hasn't played in this series with the flu. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. But I'd say that's not a huge issue right now for Dave Roberts because his team has the lead. This was a tie game or a 1-run game, and you were having to make some moves. That would be a huge issue. We'll see if the Nationals can make it so with a late rally. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He chased a slider and a good inning for Matt Belisle. With some help from the defense, the Dodgers out in order. The 7th inning stretch is presented by Budweiser, not backing down since 1876. Dale Puig, who appeared to injure himself on the ground out in the top of the 7th. First ball swinging. Taylor sends a foul back over the screen. Michael has gone the whole way in center field. He singled and stole a base in the 1st inning. Grounded a short of the 3rd, fly to fairly deep left in the 5th. Blanton from a short, compact windup delivers outside a fastball. 1-1 as Blanton peers in for the sign. He basically faces his chest toward the 3rd base bag and looks in over his shoulder. The 1-1, and it's in the dirt with a breaking ball. 2 balls and a strike. Nationals have Oliver Perez, the left-hander, up in the pen. Here's the 2-1. Taylor fouls one back to the screen. It's 2-2. Here's Blanton's 2-2 delivery. Just missed. Blanton upset. He wanted that strike call on the slider to the outside, but he didn't get it, and so it's 3-2 to Taylor. With Murphy and Harper to follow, Dave Roberts does not have a lefty up, so he's going to trust Blanton to face the Nationals' big left-handed bats. Pitch is low. It's a leadoff walk to Michael Taylor. And Blanton is visibly upset, and not about as much the 3-2 pitch, I'm sure, as the 2-2 pitch that he thought was strike 3. The Nationals have mounted some rallies in this game without the benefit of the hit, but they haven't really been able to deliver the big hit to take advantage of it. When Blanton was a starter, he was usually among the league leaders in fewest walks per 9 innings. And so a leadoff walk sets the table for Murphy. It was flied to the shortstop, lined out to left, and been hit by a pitch. Here's the first pitch. Right down the middle, Murphy takes a sinker for a strike. Taylor has a good-sized lead. At first, he is running. Pitch is inside and low. The throw from Ellis is way too late. Taylor, with a head-first dive, has his second steal of the day and his 12th of the season. The count 1-1 to Murphy.
No reason not to be aggressive, even down by 4 with your speed guys on. And a good pitch to go on. Not an easy one for Ellis to handle and throw. No chance, really, to throw out Taylor.
That one on the pitcher. So we'll see if the Nationals can bring him around. He's at second with no outs. The 1-1. Murphy swinging a miss at a changeup that he chased down and away. The Nationals faced Blanton a whole lot when he was in the Phillies rotation. And no disrespect to Joe Blanton, but when you would face those powerful Phillies teams, and it would be Roy Halladay and Cliff Lee and Joe Blanton, you'd say, well, we've got to win the Blanton game. And the Nationals had some good success against him.
Murphy's 2 for 12 against him.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot foul. Hits the tarp roller down the right field line. Remember Ryan Zimmerman used to hit him pretty well.
328 for 25. 2 doubles, a triple. 2 homers for Zim.
There you go. That's well. For the 2011 season, they had Halladay, Lee, Hamels, and Oswalt. And Blanton was the 5th starter. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a bouncing ball foul. It's the screen in front of the Nationals dugout. And Sports Illustrated went in to do a cover shoot for the baseball preview issue on the Phillies rotation. And the picture of the cover hangs in the press box area at Citizens Bank Park. And the entire Phillies rotation refused to do the photo shoot unless Blanton was included. I mean, it was 4 aces in Blanton in reality, but they
wanted all 5.
They wanted all 5, and that's a credit to them as teammates, even though Blanton certainly did not have the pedigree of the other 4. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a shot up the middle. It's a base hit into center field. Taylor's going to head home, and he will score. Daniel Murphy drives in another run. Murphy with a clutch hit. RBI number 69 for the Nationals All-Star, and they chip away. It's now the Dodgers 6, the Nationals 3. Leadoff walk, a steal, and a base hit. The Nationals first of the day with a man in scoring position.
Another great at bat. He goes down and gets a slider that was, I guess toward the outside part of the plate, but almost on his shoe tops. And he still was able to drop the hands and barrel it through the middle on the ground and get the job done. Now the Nats making things interesting here, still with nobody out.
And, you know, you're so deep in this Dodgers bullpen. I'm kind of surprised that they line it up this way. Adam Liberatore has been outstanding as a setup guy, but they don't have Liberatore in here to face the part of the lineup you'd expect him to face. So here's Harper. Sack fly, a strikeout and a walk. They put the overshift on. Here's the first pitch. Low and outside. Ball 1.
You wonder if they were staying away from Liberatore for any reason, although he only threw, 10 pitches in the game here on Tuesday, and the Dodgers were off Monday. But there's always more details than we may know about.
Blanton kicks, throws. And that's a strike at the knees with a curve, and Harper did not like it. He's pointing down toward the plate. That pitch looked quite a bit low, if not outside. That was a bit of a break for Blanton, who didn't get the strike call on Taylor he wanted earlier.
Harper's one career at bat, a single against Blanton.
I mean, Ellis gloved that one with his glove on the dirt.
That was ridiculous.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Harper pulls off a changeup and was early. 1-2. Steven Strasburg out after 6 innings, 13-0. Again, the best start in the National League since 1912. And the Nats still have a chance to get them off the hook here. They've been pecking away, a run in the 6th, a run in the 7th. And they'd love to have a real big inning, a crooked number before you get to the closer, Kenley Jansen. Blanton's 1-2 to Harper. In the dirt. This one is called a ball, and it's 2-2. Dave Roberts played matchup baseball beginning in the 5th inning. As far as relievers left, he has Kenley Jansen as closer, and he has Adam Liberatore, who's kind of a 1 inning or situational lefty, and he's got the man they called up, Dayton. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ran a slider in and put him away. Harper never did look comfortable in that at bat against Blanton, who has his first strikeout. So now the Dodgers get out of the overshift and go to the conventional alignment with 1 on and 1 out. Anthony Rendon has had a couple of key at-bats in this game, but none more so than the 5th inning. He flied out to left with the bases loaded. There goes Murphy. Pitch is taken for a strike. No throw, nobody covering. And so Murphy will get credit for the stolen base. I don't understand why the Dodgers just conceded second. Murphy's 3rd steal. It's not like it's the 9th inning. It's the 7th inning. If the Nationals can even get one more here, they feel good about it.
Give Murphy a 10 on the dive into second.
Here's the pitch. Check swing. It's low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was an early dive like at the cutout, David. He skidded about 10 feet.
I mean, he left, the skid marks that he left are, it's like you're trying to go from 55 to 0 on the highway.
With no one covering, he dove anyway.
The 1-1. A ball upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. The steal also takes the double play possibility away. And a hit could make it a 2-run game.
That's just now able to bunch a couple of hits with men on base.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow right center. Jock Peterson moving in on it. The Dodgers center fielder still coming in, makes the catch. And Rendon, a tough 0 for 4.
Especially when you look at men on base, and 3 of the 4 times up, including the bases loaded in the 5th inning.
Yep, all 3 of them with men in scoring position. But that 5th inning was the pivotal at bat of the game. A.J. Ellis meeting Blanton at the mound, talking over how they want to pitch Ramos. Wilson a single and 2 ground outs to third. Nationals have been aggressive on the bases not only in this inning but in this game. They've stolen 4 bags. Blanton to the belt. He fires in the dirt with a slider.
Ramos 2 for 5, a double and a walk against Blanton.
Dodger bullpen quiet. Oliver Perez watching the proceedings in the Nats bullpen. It looks like he'll be on to face Adrian Gonzalez and company in the top of the 8th. Blanton ready for a 1-0. Here it is. Foul back into the screen on a fastball. Blanton throws so many off-speed pitches, mixing in the slider, the curve, the change. He's got 3 pretty effective off-speed offerings. That fastball plays up because he throws it a far less percentage than most.
Certainly less than he used to, right?
Yep. Murphy, the runner at second. The 1-1. Bounce foul to the backstop. It's 1-2. Dodgers 6, Nationals 3, bottom of the 7th inning. The Dodgers have led the entire way. Nationals trying to claw back and steal the series. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt. Off speed, a changeup, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Buffalo at 49 RBIs. He's got number 50 sitting out there, and Murphy at second base. The 2-2. He lays off a slider away. Kind of leaned out over the plate, thought about it, but held on the swing. It's 3-2. Chris Heisey is the on-deck hitter. If Ramos gets on, Heisey represents the tying run.
And Heisey has a home run in his career, 2 for 8 against Blanton.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Ramos. Here's the pitch. Low ball 4. Ramos draws the walk, and the Nationals, in a game they once trailed 6-1, will bring the tying run to the plate here in the 7th inning. Blanton, who is normally a control artist, as we mentioned, has walked 2 in the inning. The leadoff walk, and then he pitched carefully with a 3-2 changeup to Ramos. Chris Heisey in this ball game, his first start in the month of July, has had a pair of hits. 2 for 3, a single to right in the 4th inning, a single to left last inning. Blanton's first delivery. And that's a strike over the outside corner with a breaking ball. Here's the set for Blanton. He fires. Swinging a fly ball right field. Van Slyke is there. He waits. He makes the catch. And the Nationals draw a little closer. But again, that big hit has eluded them to really get back in. Oliver Perez warming for the top of the 8th. Let's pause for station identification on the Nationals radio network.
WJFK-FM, WJFK-FM HD1 Manassas, Washington, and WIAD HD3 Bethesda, 106.7 The Fan.
We're back at Nationals Park, getting set for Oliver Perez to face Adrian Gonzalez in the top of the 8th inning with LA leading 6-3. Here's Charlie Slows.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. 1 inning for Matt Belisle, the 7th. A 1-2-3 frame with a strikeout. He threw 8 pitches. 7 were strikes, and now it'll be left-hander Oliver Perez. 35-year-old southpaw comes in to make his 40th appearance of the year for the Nationals. Pitch on the way to Adrian Gonzalez is a fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Perez with a record of 2 wins and 3 losses, a 4.73 ERA, 9 holds and 1 blown save. 3 men on the right side against Gonzalez. And the pitch is in there. Another sinking fastball. Strike 2. It's 0-2. Gonzalez has double to left and scored. Single to right to drive in a run and also scored. Scored on both home runs by Justin Turner, who was on deck. Gonzalez went down swinging in the 5th. The 8th of 10 strikeout victims for Steven Strasburg. He lines one to right center. Sinking Taylor into a slide. Makes the catch for the out. Adrian Gonzalez is sinking a liner to right center, and Taylor coming in with a feet-first slide to make the play in right center field. One away here at the top of the 8th inning. Outstanding play by Taylor with a good break. And now here's Turner, who the Nationals have not gotten out today. He blasted a 2-run homer. The first, his 16th of the year, over the bullpens in left center, and then hit one more toward the line in left for his 4th career multi-homer game. 16th and 17th home runs, 2-run homer, 3-run homer, 5 RBIs, and a slider for a strike from Perez, 0-1. Next offering, swinging a grounder foul outside of third and no play. Oliver Perez for the year coming in just 26 2/3 innings in 39 games. 24 hits, allowed 3 homers, striking out 32, walking 10. 2 of those intentional, 240 average against. 6-3 Dodgers, top of the 8th inning. Now they have the left-hander Adam Liberatore warming. Perez turns his back, swings around like Luis Tiant, and the pitch is a fastball outside, 1-1. Nationals will be sending up Danny Espinosa, the pitcher, spotted a pinch hitter, and then the top of the order and Trey Turner. Now the pitch, swing and a shot foul, first base side out of play, 1-2. So Liberatore, the lefty, throwing now.
Dave Roberts is basically selling out to win this game in regulation because he's got Liberatore for the 8th, Jansen for the 9th, and if this game doesn't end after 9, he'd only have one reliever left, a guy who's never pitched in the big leagues.
So he was brought up to be the last man standing. The 1-2, swing and a fastball fouled back by Turner.
So if the Nationals can pull even, they would have a distinct advantage.
Nationals have action in their bullpen now. Right-hander Coda Glover's up. Made his major league debut last night with a 4-pitch. 1-2-3, top of the 9th inning. Perez setting. And the 1-2, it's on the way. Breaking ball low. 2-2. Ramos came up out of the crouch because I think he thought it was strike 3. Liberatore's now stopped throwing in the Dodgers pen. As Perez comes set, nobody on, 1 out, top of the 8th inning. The pitch, grounded foul outside of first and no play. And went off the trademark, jammed it. Sellout crowd here this afternoon again, 38,586. Second sellout of the series. Sold out here on Tuesday night, 38,747. Just a couple of hundred more, roughly, than today. Now the pitch by Perez. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a fastball. Rear back and let it go at 95 miles an hour. 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 8th inning. And the batter will be Jock Peterson, the center fielder. Peterson taking his time making his way to the plate. The left-handed hitter's batter's box is struck out swinging, popped to third, and struck out swinging 0 for 3. 3 men to the right side of the infield. And now Perez whirls around. He delivers, and a breaking ball is low. And the pitch he takes. And Perez with a slider low, 2-0 to Peterson. Pardon me, 1 ball, 1 strike to Peterson. That was called a strike. 1-1. Outfielders are spread. And the pitch. That's in there, called strike 1 and 2. Occasionally you could miss one from Brian Gorman because when he calls a strike, puts a fist out in front of his body, and sometimes, depending on your angle where we are, he shields you off from his own call. Perez ready with 2 out. The slow kick, the sidearm delivery, and his sliders low and outside, 2-2. He dropped down with his delivery there on Peterson. Only other game going on is in the American League. The Orioles lead the Yankees 4-1. Top of the 7th in the Bronx. They're trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Now the kick of the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slider. It's a 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts for Oliver Perez. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Espinosa, Perez in the top of the order in the afternoon will be the left-hander we were mentioning earlier, 29-year-old Adam Liberatore. Liberatore comes into the game now to make his 41st appearance of the year. He has a 1-0 record, a microscopic 0.57 ERA. With 9 holes, a couple of blown saves, 25 inherited, only 6 scoring this year when he's come in mid-inning with men on base. 31 in the third innings. He's given up only 16 hits and 2 runs, no home runs. Struck out 36, walked 10. 4 of those were intentional. 152 average against. Danny Espinosa first to face him for the right side. Swings and misses. And a fastball, strike 1. Danny snapped an 0 for 17 with an RBI double, batting left-handed in the 6th inning. So an inning and a third for Joe Blanton, charged with a run, a hit, a couple of walks, and a strikeout. Now Liberatore delivers. Danny takes. Fastballs inside. 1-1. Didn't miss by much. Jason Worth is on deck. He will pinch hit for Alva Perez, who goes 1 inning, 2 strikeouts. 16 pitches, 12 were strikes. And Coda Glover stays up in the Nats bullpen. Liberatore ready. Now the pitch. Swing and a foul back into the screen. 1-2 on Espinosa. Last of the 8th inning. And Liberatore taking a lot of time here. 1-2 to Espinosa. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slider running in. Got him to swing and a pitch, not a strike. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. A slider running in. So now Jason Worth will be the batter for the Nationals. Not in the starting lineup today with the early day game after the night game for the veteran. He's hitting .244, 18 doubles, 11 homers, and 41 runs batted in. 22 walks in his last 22 games. As a pinch hitter this year, Jason is 1 out of 2.
The one was a big one.
It was a big one indeed. Now the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. 0-1. It was back on May 29th against the Cardinals. Kiekefer, right?
That's right.
Pinch hit grand slam, batting for Felipe Rivero in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch on the way, taken high. It was his 6th career grand slam, his 4th pinch hit homer, and his first pinch hit grand slam. A lot of guys play a whole career and won't have a pinch hit grand slam, Dave.
Not easy to do.
Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-3. Dodgers leading. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th inning. And the pitch. Swinging a line drive to the left field line. That's a base hit. Hendrick will have to chase it. It will go all the way to the corner at the 3:36 marker. He'll pick it up and play it towards Taylor along the left field line, lined up toward third. It's a pinch hit double for Jason Worth. Now 2 for 3 as a pinch hitter this year. The Nationals see if they can get a hit with runners in scoring position. It's been a very tough afternoon for them in that regard. They are 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position.
Let's look at the men left on base. 10. The Dodgers have only left 2. Took advantage of their scoring chances. They've only had 1 man on base since the Turner home run in the 3rd inning. But the Nationals seemingly have had chances in every inning. Every inning but the 3rd.
The pitch, and that one in there called strike to Trey Turner. Infield hit, later stole third, scored on a sac fly in the 1st. Since then has struck out swinging, popped to 3rd in a 12 pitch at bat, and flied out to right. Utley trying to hold his former teammate Worth close at second.
I think they're just talking.
Yes. To the belt Liberatore. He kicks, delivers, and he's outside with a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
There goes Utley again. He's just walking over, saying a few things, and he's going to walk back about 7 steps to his left.
He's catching up on things. Now the set. Here's the pitch. On the inside corner. Tough pitch with a fastball there. And the count's 1-2. Long look in. Series of signs with Worth the runner at second and 1 out. 1-2 to Turner. He waits for the right side of the plate. The pause, the kick, and a whirl around. No play on at second base as Liberatore holds on to the ball. Fan yelling at the umpire saying, "Hey, can you stop him from looking at second base?"
Like it's the ump's fault.
Did you hear that guy?
I did. Had a good voice. Liberatore in no hurry to get to St. Louis.
No.
Steps off.
Long look in now. Has the sign come set. Turner trying to deliver Worth from second with 1 out. The kick in. Here it comes. Outside corner. Strike 3 called. I was going to say outside for a ball. And Turner, I think, thought so too. He is stunned. That was strike 3.
Liberatore painted corners or beyond, hit the inside corner twice, and then goes to the outside corner or beyond. And
that was not a strike.
Turner never swung the bat.
Nope. The rookie gets rung up. 2 pitches in that at bat were off the plate, called strikes. And the pitch to Taylor, swung on, hit in the air. Lazy fly for Jock Peterson to his left. The center fielder puts it away in a first pitch fastball. Taylor flies out, and that'll be it for the Nationals. No runs, 1 hit. A pinch hitter will make his second big league appearance. He worked the 9th inning last night. Finished the game in the Nats 8-1 win. He retired. 3 batters: Justin Turner, Adrian Gonzalez, and Scott Van Slyke on 4 pitches. Chris Taylor, the shortstop, leads off. Looks at a first pitch strike. A 97-mile-an-hour fastball from the rookie out of Oklahoma State University. And a fast rise through the minor league system this year. Now the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And a slider.
Dodgers have a pinch hitter on deck. It is Kenta Maeda.
Wow.
He is a starting pitcher who is hitting .097.
Kenley Jansen, their closer, up in the bullpen. They don't want to use their backup catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Apparently, Corey Seager's too sick to play. Change up in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. From Coda Glover. Began the year at Potomac. 7 appearances there. 17 at Harrisburg. 9 at Syracuse. The pitch, swing and a foul first base side out of play on the slider. His fastball in the upper 90s. Last night was 97, 98. But the slider that you'd read about in some of the reports, they're supposed to be mid to upper 80s, been 90 to 92. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to short on the slider. Fielded by Espinosa. Fires on to Murphy playing first. Taylor's out. 1 away here in the top of the 9th inning. And so Kenta Maeda will be the pinch hitter for the Dodgers. He has not been used as a pinch hitter. He's hitting .097. 3 for 31 with a home run, 2 RBIs, 6 sacrifices. It's always a couple of schools of thought, Dave, that, well, you don't want to use the backup catcher. And obviously, Seager's too sick, but so go up there and take a hack, Maeda, but don't get hurt. Right? Here's the pitch. Fastball, call, strike one, or maybe it's go up there, Maeda, and don't swing.
I don't like his chances against 98.
Glover kicks, delivers, swing and a miss at the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 0-2.
You might want to start swinging about now.
Here it comes. Swing. He gets a piece of the slider. Fouls that one back to the right. Over the screen, out of play. Batting for Maeda. Or Liberator, I should say. Swing and a miss. Fastball struck him out 98 miles an hour. That's the first major league strikeout for Coda Glover. That ball is tossed over to the Nationals dugout as a keepsake for Glover. He got his first pitch last night. The ball saved from his first pitch. That's his first strikeout. And the batter's A.J. Ellis, who's fly to right, then struck out and grounded to first. Pitch on the way is outside, ball one. So Dave Roberts has navigated his way through this game with a starting pitcher only able to go 4 innings. Next pitch in there, called strike with a slider. It's 1-1. Jansen stopped throwing in the Dodger pen as Ellis lines one to right center field. Taylor on the run, won't get to it. It will split the outfielders, go to the wall. Taylor plays the carom. Ellis on his way to second, and he'll make it in with a slide for his 5th double of the year. And the Dodgers with their 8th hit of the game. Meeting at the mound now to go over the signs with a runner at second. Ramos out there with the shortstop Espinoza and pitcher Coda Glover, as Scott Van Slyke will get his first at bat of the afternoon. He started last night's game in right field, went 1 for 4 with an infield single, a stolen base, and a run scored. He did not play Tuesday night. Looks to the first pitch from Glover. Fastball, 98 miles an hour for a strike. Came in to play right field of the 7th inning after Yasiel Puig appeared to re-injure or aggravate his hamstring, running out a ground ball in the top of that inning. Glover delivers in there. Fastball. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count on Van Slyke. .239 hitter overall with 5 doubles, a homer, 6 runs batted in. Glover, the 0-2. Swinging a chopping ground ball between the legs of the base runner, fielded by Espinoza, and throws on to Murphy for the out. Ellis had that one go right through his legs as he tried to avoid the ball and maybe screen Espinoza, who makes the play. No runs, 1.
Create a cool, comfortable oasis inside, whether you need a systems checkup, maintenance, or an efficient new Lennox air conditioning system. So call FH Fur now at 877-CALL-FUR or visit them online at fhfur.com. FH Fur and Lennox, absolutely the best.
It's a 3-run lead for the Dodgers, 6-3, and Dave Roberts will go to his closer, his all-star right-hander Kenley Jansen, to try and preserve this one. Jansen pitched the 9th inning here on Tuesday night with a 4-run lead in a non-save situation. He hit the first batter. Clint Robinson retired the next 3. He comes into this game for the year for the Dodgers with a record of 3-2, a 1.33 ERA. This is his 43rd appearance, all in relief. He has no holds. He has 27 saves in 31 tries. He entered the day in the National League tied for 3rd in saves with the Pirates' Mark Melancon, the league leader, and Major League leader Jeurys Familia of the Mets with 33. Facing Daniel Murphy leading off. And the pitch is taken, a called strike, 0-1. Jansen's worked 40 2/3 innings, given up only 21 hits, struck out 52 and walked 7, 1 intentional. 1 home run, 1 hit batter, a 151 average against him. He has dominated. 0-1 the count to Murphy. Now the pitch. Taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Murphy's popped a short fly to left, been hit by a pitch, and then single to center in the 7th to drive in a run and stole his 3rd base of the year. But the Nats left him at second. And Ramos at first that inning, the 7th. Now the pitch. He swings and pops it up. Left side foul. Chasing his Turner. He's not going to get there and lands the camera well at the far end of the Dodgers dugout on the 3rd base side. So the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Murphy, the league's leading hitter, at .351 with his 1 for 3 today. Jansen delivers the pitch, swing, and he slaps it foul into the screen left of the plate, stays alive. It's Kenley Jansen. Murphy is 1 for 6 with a 1 hit and a walk as well. Bryce Harper on deck, and then Anthony Rendon, 3, 4, and 5 of the order. The 1-2 pitch just missed off the plate away with his cut fastball at 94 miles an hour. And it's 2-2. Ellis trying to frame that one up.
And Ellis sets up off the outside corner, and the pitch is cutting a little bit back toward the corner, but it really wasn't all that close to the plate. But just the way the catcher was set up, it made it look fairly close. So now Jansen ready. Here's the pitch. Murphy swings at a fastball, fouls it back, straight back behind the plate to the bluestone wall. That one up to 95 miles an hour with his cut fastball. 2-2. Nats have out-hit the Dodgers 9-8, but have outstranded the Dodgers 11-3. Nats have left 11 men on. Nobody on right now. The leadoff batter in the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers leading 6-3. Jansen delivers, swing, and a pop-up foul behind the plate. Over the screen, out of play. I've got Maeda on the mind, Dave, after he pinch hits. Cody Glover's first big league strikeout victim. Kenta Maeda.
As a pinch hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Murphy battling here. 7 pitches in the at-bat. Jansen delivers number 8. Swung on, fouled straight back behind the plate with another cut fastball. Again, Harper on deck, then Rendon. Anyone gets behind him, it's the Buffalo. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nats down 3 with Murphy leading off the 9th. Jansen comes set. Here's the 2-2. Just missed low and away. Wow, that was close. Jansen goes to the rosin bag of the back slope of the mound. Boy, this is one of those at-bats when Murphy was on the other team that you just hate.
There were a lot of those.
Wear down your pitcher, run up his pitch count. 3-2 the count. Can he get on here against Jansen? Here's the kick. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball left center field. Playable for Peterson moving over. And just shy of the warning track in front of the 377 marker makes the catch for the out. So Murphy, who rarely walks, could not deliver there. He flies out to deep left center, 1 away here in the 9th inning. You're hoping maybe he would get a walk, get on for Harper.
Well, he swung at a strike. Jansen does not walk many.
No.
As you highlighted in his stats. And when you're a closer, you don't walk guys, you don't give up homers.
You're going to win.
You're going to get a lot of saves.
Yep. Jansen facing Bryce Harper now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back behind the plate. 0-1. Bryce delivered a sac fly to drive in a Nationals run in the first inning. Struck out swinging in the third. Walked in the fifth and struck out swinging in the seventh. Dodgers starter Julio Urías went only 4 innings, so official scorer will be at his discretion as to who to award a victory to if the Dodgers win. Fastball called strike. It's 0-2. And of all those relievers, Dave, the first 3 all went 2/3 of an inning. Or actually, 2 of the 3 2/3 of an inning. Avilan was 2 batters. Pitch to Harper. Fastball outside.
It's basically a judgment call based on effectiveness and game situation. I mean, Coleman got the biggest out of the game, perhaps.
With the
but then he gave
loaded.
up a run in his next inning. He could give it to Liberatore, who pitched a scoreless 8th inning in a fairly close game.
Usually they give it to someone earlier in the game, though. And then Liberatore would get a hold. The Dodgers won't care if they win the game. Nationals like to spoil that. Pitch to Harper. Swing and a line drive into center. A base hit. He reached out for a slider away, shortened the stroke, and barreled it into center field. So the Nats have a base runner with 1 out. Anthony Rendon coming up. Well, Harper against Jansen. Now 3 out of 7, including a home run. Rendon coming to the plate is 0 for 3. Brief meeting at the mound amongst the Dodgers infield. And now Jansen ready to toe the rubber against Rendon. Anthony's 0 for 3 against him. And he's 0 for 4 today. He's had a lot of base runners stranded. There goes Harper. They will not throw. Pitches in the dirt for a ball. And I would assume defensive indifference. Gonzalez was near the bag, but not holding.
They were indifferent.
Definitely indifferent. 1-0 on Rendon, trying to get a run home. Nats down by 3. Now the crowd booing with a quick meeting of the mound halfway, really between the mound and home plate. Jansen and his catcher A.J. Ellis now coming back to the plate with a 1-0 count on Rendon. 1 out here, runner at second. Bottom of the 9th, Dodgers leading 6-3. In a game that is closing in, has actually surpassed 3.5 hours. Pitch is in there. Called strike with a cutter to Rendon, 1-1.
We're being told that the official score has determined that if the score holds and Jansen gets the last 2 outs, that Liberatore will be the winner.
Okay. So they did go that far ahead of the game to find an effective pitcher. Now the pitch. Swinging, Rendon jammed with a cutter, fouls it away first base side and into the lower level.
It is the most effective pitcher. There were a couple pitchers that were somewhat effective, but Liberatore was the most effective.
They're probably reaching today, Dave. Fine. You got to pick somebody. Now the set and the 1-2 on the way to Rendon. Swing and a fly ball, shallow right. Van Slyke positioned well, now drifting to his left, one-hands it. Harper tagging, going to third, and will make it without a play. Dodgers didn't much care about that. I don't think Van Slyke expected he was going to go. So Harper at third with 2 out. And the batter will be Wilson Ramos, the last hope for the Nats. We'll be along after the game with Nationals Talk Live and your phone calls at 800-636-1067. And lots of us will be listening on the way home. Hopefully not just yet. If the Nats here can do something with 2 out against Jansen. Does have 4 blown saves this year, but has the first 2 outs with Harper at third. Chris Heisey's on deck. Now the pitch on the way. Swing, and Wilson pops it up foul. First base side out of play. He's single to left center. Grounded to third, grounded to short, and drawn a walk. Against Kenley Jansen, Ramos is 0 for 3. Outfield very deep. Here's the kick and Jansen's pitch. Swing and a miss. And a cutter, strike 2. Rarely, it seems, these days a big swing and a miss by Ramos. There'll be swings and misses, but not many big swings and misses. So now Jansen coming set. Harper off third with 2 out. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the game is over. And the Dodgers take the series 2-1. Steven Strasburg's unblemished record is no more. He'll suffer his first loss of the year. The Dodgers come into Washington, take 2 of 3, beat Steven Strasburg, and win 5 of 6 for the Nationals this year. In the 9th inning for the Nationals, no runs and 1 hit. That was Harper. He's left aboard. Kenley Jansen will earn his 28th save. The victory in relief for Adam Liberatore, and Steven Strasburg gives up a season-high 6 runs on 7 hits, including the 2 home runs, 2-run homer, 3-run homer for Justin Turner in the first.